Okay, we are live. I just need to sort my camera out. Hopefully, I can do that. Right? There we go. Right, let's edit on YouTube what the video is called, and then we're ready to go. I'm actually prepared this time, apart from not being able to edit on YouTube before I go live, which is really annoying. So, modern blue-black fairies. Right. I'll give it a minute for people who want to come in and have a look. Change these here. We are not playing Living End. Fairies. Okay. Okay, let's just test some mic and then we'll start get going. Just see if I can hear myself on screen. Okay, let's just test some mic and then we'll start get going. Okay, that sounds fine. My beautiful voice shall be heard by all, whether they like it or not. Right, so today we are playing something by the name of Blue Black Fairies. You may have heard of it. It's a deck in Modern. A lot of people like Blue Black Fairies. I don't get it. James really likes it. He's the guy who I know. IRL, that's in real life for those of you who aren't down with the kids like me. So this is, yeah, a fairy tempo deck that James built. It's not really much on the fairy plan as a as far as like a tribe goes. It's more of a control deck that uses some fairies to kind of control them early to mid game and then tempo your opponents out and just win with really small shitty little things in the mid to late game. So the key cards that make fairies a good deck are Spellstutter Sprite and Bitter Blossom, which are a nice little combo. So Bitter Blossom, everyone knows what it is. You lose life in your upkeep and you get a 1/1 fairy token for the privilege. The Spellstutter Sprite basically turns into counterspell at a certain point of the game where when it enters the battlefield, you counterspell with CMC X or less. So it turns into like a counterspell. The more the game goes on, the more that Bitter Blossom pumps out fairies and the more this can counter later on. On top of that, we've got some Vendilion Cliques. Like if you're playing blue, you pretty much always play Vendilion Clique to take a look at your opponent's hand. Also a fairy, which does count towards Spellstutter Sprite as well, and also Mistbind Clique, where when it enters the battlefield, you champion a fairy. So when it enters the battlefield, sacrifice the Mistbind Clique unless you exile another fairy you control. When this leaves the battlefield, you can return it to the battlefield. The fairy you exiled back to the battlefield, and then when it champions a fairy, you get to tap all lands your opponent target player controls. So you can target your opponent. It's got flash. You can do it on their upkeep. So you tap all their lands. They go to the draw step. They don't get any mana for the turn. They only get to use instants at the beginning of their turn, and that's it. So it's a really good tempo play where it's a 4/4 with flying, which is not small. If you can champion just a Bitter Blossom token and exchange it in for a 4/4, and you're countering spells in the mid to late game, then it's really, really, really powerful and ends the game very fast. And there's not really much your opponents can do about it unless they have instant speed removal. 2 Cryptic Commands on top of that, because, again, blue decks, why not? In the early game, we've got a bit of Disruption in Thoughtseize, Inquisition, and then Fatal Push, opts for a bit of card draw, and then Snapcaster Mages to bring stuff back from the graveyard, I guess, get a nice tempo play. Just 2 Snapcaster Mages. You'll notice there's like 14 1-drops we can return there and a few 2-drops, but on the whole, there aren't that many instances of sorceries compared to a normal Snapcaster deck that we can actually take advantage of. So only 2 Snapcaster Mages. Also 2 Cast Downs. I don't know why James is playing 2 of these. Maybe it's just been that good for him. I guess there aren't that many targets that it can't kill. So if you think of like Tasigur it can't kill, Athalia. There really aren't that many targets in Modern that this can't kill. However, importantly, it can't kill a Vannifar at the minute, because Vannifar is legendary. So that might be relevant. We don't have great ways of dealing with Vannifar, although we do have the counter spells for the way down. And then a one-off Collective Brutality in the main. Another big thing about this package that James has here is the Creeping Tar Pits. We've got 3 of those. So this is a creature that can just kind of win the game out of nowhere. Oh, hey! Physics. We had this conversation yesterday. You know, I can't do it. Creeping Tar Pit. So 3 mana, it's unblockable. That's the key thing there. So it's our way of really dealing with Planeswalkers, because a weakness of this deck is if you can't counter a Planeswalker on the way down, we don't really have a lot to deal with Planeswalkers. So Creeping Tar Pit is a way that we can get through any kind of blockers and just take a Planeswalker. 3/2 is not a small body, and 3 mana is a reasonable amount of mana to pay. Then we also have 3 Mutavaults. Now, Mutavaults are really key because they are a fairy as well. So if you have a spell stutter sprite out, you can just literally you can tap the Mutavault and animate it, so sure you don't get to attack with it, but then that is a fairy, so it can count towards the CMC of a spell stutter sprite. And that's about it, really. The usual blue-black stuff and a one-off Field of Ruin, because you don't want to go down too many creature lands, because like I say, that is the big thing you get in this deck. But, yeah, Field of Ruin is there mainly for lands we don't want to see. So, like, we're probably going to struggle against Tron Game 1 with just a Field of Ruin, but it's something. Stuff like a flipped Search for Azcanta, or Azcanta the Sunken Ruin. That's pretty good. Right, moving in to the sideboard. Oh, also good against humans and spirits where they have Cavern of Souls. That's really important. Because this deck doesn't really beat Cavern of Souls, to be honest. Like, all of these counter spells, we're not really beating that deck. So the problem with Go for the Throat is that there's a lot of black creatures that are played in Modern and artifacts as well. Whereas Cast Down, if you think about it, there's only, I can think of 3 creatures in Modern that are legendary that you don't really have a way of killing otherwise, which is Prime Speaker of Anathar, which we do have Fatal Push for, Tasigur, which is probably okay anyway. Tasiger's typically played in Death Shadow, and from what James has told me, this deck annihilates Death Shadow. And Thalia. And Thalia's like not a big deal, whereas Go for the Throat, all of those affinity decks, all those like hollow ones, all of the black creatures like Death Shadow and Tasigur as well. There's a lot of cards we can't kill with Go for the Throat, but there's a very, very small amount that we can't kill with Cast Down. Anyway, so the sideboard, 2 more Collective Brutalities, mainly I assume for the burn matchup. You don't really want it for anything else. Maybe like control. Lily Last Hope there for the small, shitty little tokeny creature decks. Damnation, board wipe. Kalatas, I've been told this is really good. This deck does run a risk sometimes against aggressive decks, where with a Bitter Blossom, it's sometimes a bit risky to play it out. And the Collective Brutality in Kalatas is a way of you gaining some life. Oh, wait, is Go for the Throat? I thought it was black and artifacts. Oh, well, this is that James sent me, it's what he gets. I guess Hollow One then is the issue, and any affinity deck, but that's about it, actually. So maybe that is better than Cast Down. We'll give it a try. What else have we got here? Nihil Spellbombs for graveyards, obviously. Dismember, just as a one-off removal spell. We're probably going to be able to pay the black mana. EEs, just for any non-creature permanents we need to deal with. Negates and Disdainful Strokes, obviously, for counter spells. That's about it. Right. I'm going to play some games. I've got 3 decks I want to play today. And I'm probably going to spend about an hour on each deck at the beginning, although I've only got 2.5 hours. Let's turn that sound down. I'm thinking, Terra, wait, why can't... Okay. So I think this hand is okay. There's no... It seems like a perfectly reasonable hand. There's no Bitter Blossom here. Bitter Blossom instead of an Nimble Obstructionist would really round this hand off. But we've got turn 1 play. Are we on the play? We're not on the play. That's the downside. But yeah, Thoughtseize into potentially counter something with a spell stud sprite seems pretty good to me. Okay, so... I assume humans, it is. Oh dear. Okay, well, fingers crossed we don't get run over here. Okay, well, there's a Cast Down. So I'm actually just going to fetch for a basic forest here. I don't want to take too much damage to this humans deck early. We might be able to buy a turn or 2 to get back into the game. So let's Thoughtseize them. Thoughtseize them. Okay, there we go. So what do we got? Militia Bugler. Let's take the Thalia. Thalia's going to be a bit of a... Yeah, we can't deal with Thalia. We can deal with the Meddling Mage and Militia Bugler, though, and anything that... This is actually very manageable at the minute. So yeah, we'll take that, and then we'll pass to them. So let's take a look at their hand. Ancient Ziggurat, okay. So what did they top deck? Or are they just going to play the Bugler out? Yeah, looks like the Bugler. Yeah! Blow your horn, sir! Wait, did they reveal another Militia Bugler? Is that what they revealed? Wow. All the bugles. Okay. Oh, I shouldn't have got rid of that. Never mind. Right, okay. So we drew the removal spell, so that's pretty good. So we can deal with this early game. Ooh, Snapcaster Mage is really good. We just need to find a little bit more as far as lands go. And we're looking pretty good, actually, in this matchup. Okay, let's get rid of this. Well, actually, no, we're going to take the damage here. Actually, 3's a lot. You know what? I'm just gonna cast down that. Let's not take the 3 damage. Let's keep our life total reasonably high. Hello. There we go. I'd like to kill this, please. MTGO. Please don't tell me I've got lag again for the second day in a frickin' row. Why? There we go, finally. Okay. Right, get rid of that then. So our opponent's got 4 mana up. They can cast whatever they like. And another Bugler, I assume? Yeah, that's fine. So it looks like with this hand, we just need time. We need time to... Okay, there's a land. That's great. So now we can... Just going to fetch now. And I'm just going to get a basic card. I'm getting all the basics out of my library at the minute. So I think this turn I'd like to just trade this Nimble Obstructionist for like the Militia Bugler. Oh, we can't trade it for the Militia Bugler, can we? Ugh. I guess, no, we can flash it in to counter the triggered ability. That is right, isn't it? Yeah, so we can... Oh, no, we have to cycle it to do that, of course. Okay. Sure, we can't really do anything about it. That kind of blows. Okay. Okay, we're going to take the 3 damage here. I'm not going to flash this in just to chum block. That's not worth it. If they play a Kitesail Freebooter, I'll probably cycle the Nimble Obstructionist to get the Kitesail Freebooter trigger gone. I know they can't take anything anyway, but I'd just rather draw another card, I think. I don't know. Yeah, the copy ability is it's not an ETB, is it? It's just enters. Well, it comes onto the battlefield with that ability. Kind of blows, but never mind. On the positive side, actually, maybe I do want to hold up this Nimble Obstructionist just because. What is? Have I got disconnected again? Wizard, seriously, sort your fucking product out. Maybe it's just my connection. This is just ridiculous, though. Make sure it's not just me. No, it's not just me. Oh no, it's actually our opponent. Okay, fair enough. You know, I will do this because I don't want to take a look at my hand. I don't want to look at my hand, so I think this is worth it. I get to draw a card. And I really don't want to see my hand, because I might flash in like a Nimble Obstructionist at some point during combat. Okay, Watery Grave, not great, but it is what it is. Well, that's not great. We're getting a bit flooded now, but I guess we wanted lands. Okay, well, pass the turn. I guess we can flash in Snapcaster Mage and kill something next turn. But this is where I think Fairies just isn't a good deck. Because, like, we're starting to fall behind on board now, and we get stuff after sideboarding, to be fair. So we still know about the Meddling Mage in our opponent's hand. Oh dear. Okay, well that one's going to have to resolve, unfortunately. There's not really much we can do about that one. And you can see the difference not having a Bitter Blossom really makes it, because we could have countered one of these spells. And I mean, it is just a 1-2, but then if they play a Thalia's Lieutenant, we can't really do anything about it. And yeah. I should like really start putting a caveat on my channel that I'm not going to play any kind of control or tempo deck, because these decks just aren't good. People enjoy them though, that's the main thing. I guess we might have fallen a little bit behind in the early game. Like we're only on 13 now. We're probably gonna have to give up a Snapcaster Mage. What is taking my opponent so long, or is it taking me this long because of the connection to MTGO again? While I'm sitting here waiting, I will have a look, see what's going on. Our opponent's okay. Well, never mind. We're back. We're back. We're taking 5 here. So I assume this Meddling Mage is probably going to name either Snapcast... There's 3 choices. Snapcaster Mage, Mistbind Clique, or Cast Down they'll name. I think there's a very small chance on Cast Down because we already have the Snapcaster out anyway. So I think what I'm going to do here is I don't want to take 5 points of damage and put myself down to 8. So I think I'm going to Snapcaster Mage in response and target the Cast Down. And then I'm going to let Meddling Mage resolve and they can name whatever they like. And then on end step, we get the choice of flashing in a Spell Stutter Sprite, ready for a Mistbind Clique next turn, or we can cast down the Meddling Mage. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Right, let's take a black source, I guess. I don't think we need any more black, but whatever. I mean, we don't need any more lands, but yeah. Right, so so this takes away Snapcaster Mage in response. Ah, Jesus. There we go. The lag. So they've only got 1 card left, so we might be able to stabilize just in time. But our hand is most certainly not good. I guess we can start animating Creeping Tar Pit to trade with a creature. That wouldn't be the worst. Okay, so yeah, name Cast Down. And then, sure, go ahead, opponent. What would you like to name with Meddling Mage? They have to name Cast Down. Otherwise, the Meddling Mage just goes away anyway. So they might as well just name Cast Down. I know. Like, what's really annoying is that, like, I didn't think lag would matter that much in a card game like this, but apparently it does. So there you go. And the name Cast Down, sweet. So we got that out of them. I think I'm just going to take the damage. I think we can prevent more damage next turn. We're going down to 7, but I'm going to flash in this spell status sprite on end step. We get no value from it, but that means we have a target for Mistbind Cleek now as well. So we're thinking a turn ahead. Please no land drops. I guess if we can just play the Creeping Tar Pit out as well, I guess. Okay, well let's opt first. And we'll definitely put a land to the bottom. Ooh, second Mistbind Cleek. That's good. So we're going to have to shock ourselves here. That's dangerous. Okay. So we'll stop on their upkeep, and we'll Mistbind Cleek then. Yeah, we're not going to attack. Sounds good. It's going to be really annoying if they have a random Path to Exile to kill our spell start sprite. That would suck big time. In fact, I think we're just dead if they have that. Okay, tap all their lands. They do still have the mana from Noble Hierarch, so it's not all doom and gloom for them. Oh dear. So the question is here, I assume we attack with Mistbind Cleek, go to their upkeep, Mistbind Cleek the Mistbind Cleek. I don't think they did that because I can block here, take 4. Whoa, that's a draw and a half. That's a really good one. Yeah, I don't think we're dead to a... Yeah, because we block. Oh. No, because, yeah, we block here. We take 1, 2, 3, 4. So, I mean, we're very close to that, don't get me wrong. Right, so we'll play this tap. We can empty our hand here. So, I'm going to get in for some damage, and we can take a creature out here and tap all their lands. So that's really good for us. So stop on their upkeep. Mistbind Cleek again to tap all their lands. And now we get back the other fairy as well. So we get another fairy back. And we have Fatal Push in hand. We're going to use it this turn. I'm just not too sure when we're going to use it. Oh, fair enough. Ooh, do we have to use our removal spell on that? I don't think we do. I think it's going to take them a while to grow that now. So I guess since we use the evoke here, we should probably just get rid of the Mission Bugler here. We have 3 more Fatal Pushes we can top deck. We have a Collective Brutality, a Cast Down, which we can't actually use because of the Meddling Mage, but that's a one-of in the deck. Actually, what else do we even have? Cryptic Command is good. Hand Disruption actually isn't that good anymore. Oh, they're attacking? Really? Okay, we'll get rid of you. Oh, come on, MTGO. I think our opponent's having the same problem, so... Never mind. Okay. Right, go to blocks. Block here. Yeah, I think that's fine. We go down to 1. Maybe I should have just like chum blocked or at least traded with the meddling mage. Ah well. We still have the creeping tar pit though, so yeah, I actually didn't realise they were attacking with everything to be up. That is not getting cast. There is no way that is getting cast. Okay, we might just be dead. Okay, go ahead. Oh, I should have like blocked the meddling mage. That was stupid. We should be on 3 now. I didn't realize until I actually hit blocks that they were attacking with more than just the two guys. What does this deck even get after sideboarding? We've got lots of removal. Like, Liliana should be pretty good. EE should be pretty good. Damnation is good. Dismember is okay. Collective Brutality is not great. Okay, this is going to be a Reflector Mage and we're dead. Yep, good game. Right. So, after sideboarding EEs, bring in a Dismember, probably try Liliana out, Damnation, and we'll consider these guys. What is bad here? Well, Cryptic Command is okay, but Spellstutter Sprite isn't. I'm going to trim some of this top end. These Kalatasses aren't doing anything. Forget that. Collective Brutality. We've got plenty of removal bringing in, so we probably don't need these as well. So I want to cut some of this top end. I think I want to trim a land as well. It really feels like 24 lands is way too much for this deck. Like, it's got such a good early game that, like, 24 lands is so many. I guess I'll cut a Field of Ruin. Oh, no. That's a bad idea. Have Cavern of Souls. Let's trim a Darkslick Shores? I don't know. And trim some more top end, like a Vendilion Cleat can go. You know, I'm going to take a Cryptic Command as well. Okay, that'll do. Your class was cancelled? Are you like in... I don't know if it's that bad in America or in the UK. Like, I know... In the UK, if you have a little bit of snow, like, everything goes to shit. Like, everything. Whereas in America, I think, like, a lot of snow and, yeah. Ooh, we can mulligan this hand, I think. 5 lands is too many. Ooh, okay. Okay. 2 Creeping Tar Pits, so that sucks, but we're going to keep this hand. This hand is okay. I don't understand, like, how people play decks like this. It's so tedious. Because there's just too much to play around. I don't know. Sierra, class was cancelled. How come it got cancelled? Was it, like, just snow and stuff like that? Or bad weather? Or, like, did someone fall ill? Like a teacher? So if you guys are wondering what we're playing for the rest of this day, we're going to play in 2 or 3 games of Fairies and then going to shoot on to this sweet little number that a guy... Yeah, forget blue. I hate blue. Like, black's my second favourite colour behind green. I love green decks. Like, all I play is, like, green ramp decks in Commander. It's so fun. Right, so... Yeah, we'll keep. It's not great. We'll definitely keep that on top. We need the removal. Okay, this and go... At least that gives us a turn 1 play as well for the Fatal Push, and I will take out any 1-drop they play, just so we can use our mana and our cards. I don't want to fall behind on board again. So yeah, next we are playing Gates of Wrath, which is a Gates control deck in Modern, which someone put on the stream the other day. I've trimmed a few cards out of here to make it a bit more streamlined, but should be interesting. And I'll finish up with Living End, because Living End is the only deck I can play, apparently. Yeah, black-green's fine. Especially, like, I used to love black-green rock decks in Modern, but The problem is that when you're playing in a tournament and like and you lose all the time like I do, then I want to play a deck where I can actually do stuff if I'm going to lose. And yeah, I went to, I've sure I said this before. I think it was on the podcast I uploaded this morning. That I went to an event and I played Abzan in paper a PPTQ, and I went 0-5, and believe me, I deserved to go 0-5. And the worst thing was, like, it wasn't just that I went 0-5, it's just that I was so miserable playing. Like, not because of losing, I lose all the time. I'm very, very good at losing. But it was more the fact that I was so bored. Like, it just felt like a complete waste of a day. Well, the same, my matchups were horrendous, and my luck wasn't the best either. But I still deserved to go 0-5. Thalia, that is a problem. Okay, things are looking bad. We can't cast anything. Wait, is this the HGM deck? Is this a deck you showed me yesterday where I briefly like looked at it on screen and I was like too busy concentrating? So I think at the minute we're more likely to win by oh, this is a Mantis Rider? We need a land. We need a land. We can't keep taking this damage. I think we're more likely to win by our opponent timing out than us actually playing well and winning the game. Because at the minute we're falling just too far behind. I think this is a perfectly reasonable keep as well. Okay, they can have it. They can have it. I don't care that much. Let's try... I'm going to wait till someone else joins the game. Yeah, I mean... When I go to, like... I will join another game, guys. I'm just waiting for this... you know what? I'll just join now. If I play against humans again, then whatever. This is what you have to deal with with fairies. Like, fairies just... I'm not too sure I agree with this build, but... I mean, maybe I played it badly there. I don't know. But I think we got flooded in one, and this is a perfectly reasonable keep against a known humans player. And they had the perfect, like, start in Thalia. Yeah. Yeah, I go to tournaments to, sure, have fun. But when you go to a PPTQ, you're kind of going to, like, win as well. You want to win. The last PPTQ I actually went to where I played Living End, that's the tournament where I... That's the tournament where I went... Oh, and... I'll show this and I'll take a look. Yeah, the tournament where I went... I ended up going 3-3 over 6 rounds, but I had a winning in round 5, and I was against Tron, which is like, if you want to win in, Tron is one of the better decks you can play against. I went to game 3, and they had Khan on 3 with nothing but lands in hand, because they showed me the hand afterwards, and I got mana screwed with 2 Fulminator Mages in my hand. I was on 2 lands with Fulminator Mages on the play, and I was like, it was the most gutting experience of my life. And then I had another winning in the last round, although I don't think I could have made top 8. I think I would have ended up 9th. And my opponent was Burn, and I built my deck to play against everything but Burn in that tournament. That sucked. That was the worst. Right, so let's keep this hand. This is perfectly fine. I don't think we're against the same guy. I think Burn is very good. Burn might be the... Yes, Dark Scrolls come out on taps. Burn might be the best deck in the format at the minute, in my opinion. It's not showing yet, but I think those 2 cards were incredibly good. They just need to sort their deck out, as in, like, the Burn deck. That's alright. That was an old Burn deck, though. That wasn't the new one. The new one actually might be better for Living End, because they don't play... The main... I think the deck now plays black over white, which means you don't have to play around Deflecting Palm, which means you can take your Fulminator Mages out. Whereas against Burn previously, we'll put that to the... I guess we put that to the top, because we've got 2 lands, we just hit 1 more land. And we've got the Bitter Blossom to go along with it, so that's great. Okay. I could have done this on their end step, couldn't I? Oops. Yeah, the new Burn deck, I think, plays either mono... I don't want to get in a control fucking mirror. It sucks. At least we've got the Bitter Blossom down. now. So, yeah, the new burn deck doesn't play white, I don't think. They go either mono red or Rakdos, which is much better for Living End. In a weird way, it's much better. Because you get to cut the Fulminator Mages now as well. Well, saying that, I don't really know what you bring in, to be honest. There's not much good you can bring in. Burn is one of the worst matchups for Living End, unfortunately. Yeah, they're bringing Bump in the Night now over anything else. So what are we against this? It's obviously a control deck, but what kind of control deck? Let's just play out the Polluted Delta, and I don't think... yeah, I don't think I want to Collective Brutality just yet. I want to Snapcast the Mage and opt on End Step. And hopefully that will get us somewhere. So they're going to opt. Okay. Yeah, no Rest in Peace either, but they probably have Ley Lines, which, to be honest, Ley Lines are probably worse than Rest in Peace. Because you can... Rest in Peace, at least they have to tap out for a turn, which gives you a window. And you might even be able to sneak out some creatures before Rest in Peace comes down. So we're against Temur. Not Temur, Sultai. But Sultai what? Sultai typically isn't a good colour combination in Modern. Because you have great removal, great counter spells, and some decent creatures, but not the best creatures ever. Right, let's try and opt on End Step. I'm just going to get a basic... I guess I'll get a Swamp. Yeah, let's get a Swamp. Yeah, Rest in Peace is fine. Well, no, it's not fine. Obviously, you'd rather there be none of those things. So Remand here would be... I don't think we want... You know what, let's keep it on top. We're against the control deck. I think that's fine. Oh, I don't want 3 Bitter Blossoms. Oh, good God. That's too many. I can't handle that. Okay, let's go ahead and... I think I'm going to drain and check the hand. Ooh, a Wilderness Reclamation deck, eh? So we take a Cryptic, we don't have a choice, and... See, I don't think this card is that good in Modern. Because, like, you get all of this mana, but if you don't have anything to do with the mana, then it doesn't matter. So we'll take this and cast a second Bitter Blossom. There could be, like, a Turbo Foggy Extra Turns deck, I guess. In which case, how boring can you be that you need to play this in Standard and Modern? Come on. Okay, so there's a Hinterland Harbour. Yeah, they get that for free, and they get to hold up Cryptic Command now as well. Man, this does not feel good right now. This feels really bad. Okay. Ooh, we can Cryptic their Cryptic, and bounce this back to their hand. This feels horrendous. I guess we can, on there, when this trigger happens, we can Mistbind Clique then. So the lands are tapped going into our turn. Which is something. This Fatal Push does not feel good. Okay, Creeping Tar Pit. So there's one unknown card in hand, I believe. Did they play a Wateroo Grave last turn? I don't think they did. Okay, let this resolve. And then flash in a Mistbind Clique now. To just take a fairy token and tap all the lands. They have to Cryptic Command this, I believe. If they don't Cryptic Command it now, I think they're dead. Unless they have some other card in their hand. Counter target spell and draw a card. Okay. So we're kind of throwing away our fairy guy there, but we get to add to the field. Oh no, we shouldn't opt, because if we don't find a land, then we don't get to Cryptic Command. Okay, so we're gonna... Ooh, do we Cryptic Command on end step? I guess it depends if they play a land here. They will play a land, won't they? So, Flooded Grove, sure. Okay, I guess we're just gonna let this resolve. That's fine. The consideration was to counter and... Oh, we win anyway. Never mind. I'll say the consideration there was to counter and bounce this. And if they have a counter spell, that's... Okay, they still get to untap all their mana, but they still need to have an actual way of dealing with the board in their hand after the Cryptic Command, even if they counter this. And even though they get to untap all their lands. That's what I mean. This card is great, but if you can't use all this mana to actually do something, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's it. Growth Spiral was, yeah, like a... Going like green... A Simic... But splashing red for Blood Moon. Anyway. Not the... Did I say the 4-mana enchantment for the Blood Moon? Because I shouldn't have done. Right, so we want, in this matchup, negates. Disdainful Strokes seem pretty good. Because they've demonstrated that they're probably going to be playing a big mana deck. Consider Collective Brutalities. I don't think we want Engineered Explosives or Dismembers. Lily Last Hope might be okay. I think that's about it. So 7 cards need to come out. We can trim these Fatal Pushes. We'll keep one in because they have creature lands. We'll get rid of the cast downs because we've got Collective Brutalities instead to check the hand. Probably trim a Mistbind. I was saying that. No, Mistbind was fine. Yeah, the Simic 2-drop. I know what you mean. And what do I take out? Maybe just trim one of these again and just get rid of the Fatal Pushes. If they're sideboarding into more creatures, we can deal with it. Hopefully, after game 2. Oh, this hand is so good, apart from we don't have any lands. Well, one land. So I mulligan that one. Into... Oh my god! And yeah, put that to the bottom. We'll keep because we have a land and a scry, so maybe... we get to draw some amount of cards. Okay. It's worth having a look at whether they're any good or not. I don't know if they will be any good. But it's worth a try. Okay, so play this tapped. And, yeah. Fingers crossed for a land drop next turn. There are 23 lands left in the deck. We scried 1 to the bottom, so 23 out of 52. Although, yeah. So, it's getting reasonably close to a 50-50 chance, though. Opponent's got Opt. I would love an Opt. I guess an Opt is also a redraw for us as well. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Man, 7-Up is not a good drink. 7-Up is so rancid. Oh, good God. Okay. So just a land and say go. Please give me a land. I will take a land all day. Oh, you son of a bitch. Fine. Okay, well, I'm not going to concede because I need to actually know what my opponent's doing. All we got from last game is an enchantment that allows them to untap their lands. That's all we got. I've just realised I don't have my... One second. An Android app called Forge. Never heard of it. Growth Spiral. I think our opponent's doing okay on lands. I think our opponent is doing okay on lands. Is there any way... How do you... There we go. That's better. Okay. What is it? I've never heard of it. Come on, land. Hey! Play a lot. Oh, you play Magic against, like AI? Seriously? There we go. Thank you. No, I don't want to cut. Okay, there we go. So we're not fetching because we need to hold our mana. Hey! Hitting the land drops. Yay. So I'm not just throwing out a Bitter Blossom here because it's going to get... Like, there's a very high chance it's going to get countered. I'll show you that one. Never mind. You showed me this HTM deck, didn't you? I'll have a look at it in a second. I guess now is probably as good a time as any. So what have we got here? Oh, this is the one that I never finished looking at yesterday. So we've got Revival, Spawning Pit. What does Spawning Pit do? Sacrifice a creature, put a charge counter on it, remove 2 charge counters, put a 2/2 spawn artifact creature onto play. That's not bad. Something that might work with this is maybe the new Khan, because you got a whole bunch of artifacts. What else have we got here? Pitiless Plunderer, so yeah, get a treasure. Oh, so you're sacrificing all of this to Greater Gargadon. So yeah, it's like a weird kind of tokens deck that wants to get Greater Gargadon into play quickly. So opponents missed... Holy shit, they missed the land drop. Yay, us. Okay. Oh my god, we're hitting lands. We're actually doing it. We're actually hitting lands. Okay. Yeah, that's getting negated. That is not surviving. They do get to flash it back, but we're just too far behind to let them just go and get whatever card they like from their library. They can flash it back, but fine. And the land drops end. So what are we trying to do with this deck? It feels like we're just too far behind to make a proactive play here. Okay, well that's not bad. The problem is we need to discard on end step now, and that's not really where we want to be. I think I'm just going to Bitter Blossom, actually. And if it gets countered, it's not great. Maybe I should have cast Collective Brutality to see if that gets countered. Hopefully they're going to use like a Cryptic Command here or something like that. Wow, this is going to resolve? Shit. Okay, that's great. I was not expecting that to resolve, to be honest. I mean, they could have a Cryptic Command now, so it just doesn't matter. That's fine, actually. That's fine. I think our hand is good enough that we don't need a Bitter Blossom. We just need to kind of hit land drops for now. I'm not going to waste my negate on that. I'm going to flash in a spell stud spray, I think. I want to set myself up with the ability to cast Mistbind when I'm ready. My opponent's probably going to flash back mystical teachings here, but we have the collective brutality for whatever they're going to fetch anyway, so it doesn't matter. Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'll take a spell snare for that. That's cool. Okay, we hit a land drop. I'm going to go ahead and collective brutality here to take a look at their hand. I'm kind of okay if this gets countered as well. And we're holding up negate mana, obviously. But after this turn, we can hold up negate plus... oh, we need one more land, actually. What is this? Devour... Wow. So, we sacrifice a creature with the... Jesus, okay. So I guess we're just... What do we even take here? I guess we take the Abrupt Decay because we can't counter it. Or maybe we just take the Devour Flesh, though, because that's the only thing that can deal with a Mistbind Clique. Although we don't have an actual... We don't actually have a fairy to... Oh, good God. What do we take? I think I'm just going to take the Devour Flesh, because that deals with... No, I'm just going to take a Remand. Take a Remand. Okay, fine. The rest of it is, like, whatever. So we're back in this game. We're actually winning on cards at the minute. They just have the mystical teachings in their graveyard for when they're ready. So that's a land drop they hit. So we know about their entire hand apart from the Remand. Cool. Okay, we're just going to pass the turn. We have Vendilion Clique, and we can hold up Negate as well. So if they want to cast mystical teachings from their graveyard, that's fine. Okay, so allow this to resolve, and then on end step, we're going to Vendilion Clique them. So whatever they're going to search for, it's going back in their library anyway. They do get to draw a card off of it, so... Still pretty good. So you're sacrificing everything to Grave Pact. So you're looking to, yeah, like, kind of board wipe your opponent whilst also board wiping yourself, but you don't care because there's, like, massive upside for you. I assume the Electro... Oh, what's going on here? Wait. I thought Mystical Teachings could only get a... Oh, card with flash. Okay. Fair enough. Right, so... I don't think I care about Snapcaster Mage. It's like, yeah, okay, fine. Keep it. I thought they were going to get, like, an actual good card, not just Snapcaster Mage. Okay, so end step. Vendilion Clique. Take a look at your hands. Wow, this is an instant? Instant speed board wipe, that's pretty good. Come on, man. Saying that, I'm on like 13 minutes, so I can't talk. Right, okay, take a look at your hand. Let's have a look what you got. Absolute deal. Okay. Yep, they're not having that one. That's not happening. Mutavo! Yay! So what do they have here? those, and they can make a sacrifice Mutavault with this on the stack, so they get 2 for 1. Yeah, we're not doing that one. So we're looking to probably Snapcaster the Mage and negate something, hopefully. Nothing going on. You know, I'm just gonna cast this. You know, if they're not gonna do anything, fine. I'm gonna make you use your cards. Okay, let's get him for 3. They have to deal with this at some point. Yep, deal. So Devour Flesh is gone. Just going to Snapcaster and put a... take a look at their hand with the Collective Brutality, I think. There's 2 unknowns in their hand. We still have a second Snapcaster Mage back, but we've got the Negate in our hand as well. So this hand's turned out pretty well. So let's just take a look at their hand. See if this resolves. They could remand. They probably should have remanded this, to be honest. Because with Flashback it gets exiled, so we don't get it back. Let's take... Wow, Snapcaster Mage. I guess we just take Consume the Meek. That sounds pretty good. Okay, pass to them. Yeah, they probably should have remanded that. It probably wasn't worth like keeping that around. The remand in their hand, because they get to like draw a card and we don't get our card back. So that was probably bad play by them, I think. So this 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna. So they can 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can animate Creeping Tar Pit and have Negate back up. They can pay 2 mana for Snapcaster Mage, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana for Consume the Meek. They also have Devour Flesh, which creature. We just sacrifice a creature. Okay, that sounds pretty good. Okay. Okay, attack. See if they want to use one of their Snapcasters. I assume they do want to use one. So the key thing here is it would leave them with just 1 land, which means that they can't remand our Negate back to our hand. So let's see what they want to do. And they want to Consume the Meek. Okay, so we can just negate this now. Now, it does leave us a turn where we can't do anything. So yeah, it's going to leave us a turn where, like, we're tapped out now. Oh wait, I didn't play my land, did I? Oops. Never mind. But at the same time, our opponent's, like, on the back foot now. They can't really do anything. And if we can find a window where we can animate our Mutavault and flash in a Mistbind Clique, they're almost certainly dead. And there's another Mutavault, so we can bide our time a little bit. One, two. We can't. I think I'm just gonna pass the turn here because we can't. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass the turn. I think next turn we're going to try and go a bit more aggressive. Because we can animate the Creeping Tar Pit, so 1, 2, 3 there. But we need one more mana. Oh my god, they have another Mystical Teachings. Sure, okay. That's a decent top deck for them. What are they going to choose, though? Unfortunately, Devour Flesh in their graveyard is a bit of a problem. Because I would like to pay 4 mana to animate to Mutavault. And, or 4 mana to flash in Mistbind Clique, and then we can animate a Mutavault just by tapping the Mutavault itself. What is Echoing Decay? What the hell is that? Okay. One, two. Yeah, we can't. Unfortunately, we can't. We can't upkeep Mistbind Clique now. Our opponent has Remand as well. That kind of sucks. Guess we can Snapcast the Mage, but do we get anything out of our graveyard? We do not. Okay. Guess we're just passing and going. Yeah, I'd never even heard of that card before. I've never even heard of this. We kind of need to get a bit aggressive, but it's kind of hard because they have like cards in their graveyard and 2 Snapcast Mages in hand and way more mana than us, which kind of sucks. If we can find a window where we can resolve a Mistbind Clique, then we're looking pretty good. And maybe that window's actually now. Because we lose all these Mutavaults, but, I mean, big deal. Let's think about this. So, we animate a Mutavault, so this just it taps itself for mana, so it doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4 is Mistbind Clique. We need 1 more mana for Snapcast Mage plus Negate as well. So maybe we're just not there. I think I wanted to give up a Creeping Tar Pit for like a removal spell for their hand now. Let's go something like this. I think I'm willing to give up a Creeping Tar Pit for a card in their hand. I'm treasuring the Mutavaults a bit high now because of the Mistbind Cliques. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, no, that's not really fine as such. But I don't think I really care enough to, like, counter it. I just want to get that card out of their hand. Okay, so let's animate this. And we'll... This is a bad idea, isn't it? I'm not going to Mistbind Clique. That's a bad idea. Okay, never mind. Oh, Thoughtseize. That's good, isn't it? Yeah, Thoughtseize them. That's a good draw. I think we're really close to winning this game. We just need to somehow, like, get stuff out of their hand. Why on earth do they have Fracturing Gust? Oh, for the... of course. Ugh, Nibble Obstructionist is a bit of a pain. Okay, take Snapcaster Mage. Play Snapcaster Mage. Gonna remand it. Okay. Play Snapcaster Mage. I don't know why they didn't just remand the Thoughtseize. Nimble Obstruction is that? Oh, please. Oh, thank God. Okay, sure. Absolute deal. So they can get back the Devour Flesh or the Echoing Decay, but I'm kind of okay with that. I'm kind of okay trading a Mutavault here for the Snapcaster out of their hand plus a spell out of their graveyard. I think I'm okay with that trade if they want to take that trade. Sure. I guess they get to block with Snapcaster Mage and kill our other Snapcaster Mage, but I don't really care about that. We're trying to find a way to clear a way for a Mutavault to be targeted by a Mistbind Clique. That's what we're trying to get to. And we've got to win this game because we're on 6 minutes, and we're not making it 3 game 3. Yeah, sure. Yep, sure. Okay. Let's get out of the way. They only have one more removal spell in their graveyard. They've probably got more in their hand, though. The Abrupt Decays notably can't take these or a land. Field of Ruin sucks. That sucks. That's a removal spell. We're going to have to probably Field of Ruin their Field of Ruin at some point soon. Probably even next turn. We can't let this stay on the field because that's going to take out a Mutavault in response to a Mistbind Clique. Okay. Let's go to our turn. Wow! That is a good top deck. That is a very good top deck. That is also a very good top deck. Right, so let's Field of Ruin this now. Sure. Get a blue source. And yeah, that fizzles. Okay. Animate the Mutavault so we can get it for 2 points of damage. So our opponent's got one card we don't know about in hand. So counter draw. Fingers crossed they didn't top deck something really good. Land isn't really what we want, but okay, sure. Okay. So we're really close. I could alternatively just animated the Mutavault on that end step and Mistbind Clique on end step. But we had the floating mana. So there's one card we don't know about in hand. We know about the Fracturing Gust, which isn't going to do anything against us. So what did they draw? Mystical Teachings, okay. Seriously, could someone tell me how the fucking hell people play decks like this and not get completely bored? This is so boring. This is going to be the last game I play. It's just like, I don't understand why people find these kind of decks interesting. Like, this is even a pretty close game and I'm still bored. It's like, this is just not interesting at all. Like, my opponent's deck is remotely interesting, but not really. And what's really annoying is, like, both of these decks would suck in Modern at the minute. Like, really bad. Okay, Cryptic Command, sure. Sounds good. I don't blame you. Like, I'm surprised anyone's even watching this. Maybe I'm the only person who just hates blue decks. I'm like the ADHD equivalent of Magic the Gathering, I guess. Like, you know, I have to be constantly doing something, and this deck just doesn't do anything. Oh, we have no more shocks left. Okay, fair enough. Oh, Inquisition doesn't do anything, does it? We needed Thoughtseize. I guess we can spot check for something. Yes, that's just gonna not do anything. Right. Okay. I think I'm going to try and get for 2 points of damage here and try and bait out the Cryptic Command. Oh my god. Now the like, I fucking hate MTGO. Oh my god, this sucks. Oh my god. I'm going to start, like, preparing a next deck. We are not playing another, like... James, I'm sorry, man. I know you enjoy fairies, but seriously, find a more interesting deck. This is just awful. This is not good. Right, my decks. Where are we? So next we're going to go on the Gates plan, which is, you know, controlling, but actually proactive at the same time, hopefully. Let's log back into MTGO. So this is the deck we're playing next. We've got 3 creatures in the main, and then just 72 cards in the sideboard, apparently. So, you know, really not going to be a very good deck, this one. I don't like our chances main game 1. I think we're never going to win a game 1 because we're going to get disqualified straight away. Absolute disgrace this platform is. Right, okay. Oh, I went through combat, did I? Okay, sure. I didn't want to stop at the... I guess I did stop at the beginning of combat. So yes, that's my own fault. Whatever. It's not the end of the world. Right, so upkeep. Animate this. Try and tap their lands for the turn. Oh, I didn't actually have to pay the mana to animate. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Sure. Do you want to counter an opponent? Cryptic. Okay. Didn't see that one coming. Sure. Okay, so we know about the 1 card in their hand. They can have it. They can have it. I don't care enough. I genuinely don't care enough. Sorry if you guys were really hoping to see a good end to that game. Right, so here's my advice with blue-black fairies, and I can't offer too much because MTGO made it much harder there. I just don't care enough. First of all, you saw there in match 1 with humans. This deck is way too reactive. It can be proactive when it gets to like turns 3 or 4, but you're asking way too much in Modern for that. People enjoy this deck, so I'm not going to tell people, hey, Pablo, hope you're doing well from Argentina. I would not put people off playing this deck. If you enjoy fairies and you enjoy this kind of thing, more for you. You play it. I will play interesting decks. You play what works for you. This, to me, is not fun. So, sorry, James. James, I know you enjoy this thing. I'm not telling you to play anything else. You play what works for you. I will play decks that actually do stuff and not just sit here and do nothing for ages. Although, to be fair, we didn't draw many Bitter Blossoms. But, yeah. Also, if you're going to play decks like this, probably play Legacy or Standard instead, because the control decks are actually good in that format. That non-blue-white control decks are good in that format. Whereas in this format, control decks outside of blue-white control are really bad. So this just doesn't work. But people enjoy this kind of thing, so you play what works for you. And I can't wait to get this thing off of MTGO at the minute, to be honest. The one thing I will say, though, is, like, there's probably way too much removal here. Or, sorry, not enough removal, but it's, like, very limited removal in Fatal Push, and it wasn't enough against humans. The sideboard seems fine, though. But, again, I said this before, the deck is so reliant on getting Bitter Blossom. It's just crazy. I'll take a look at why'd you call it HTM? Also, this again here is quite clunky. Luckily, the Mistbinds have Flash, which kind of gets us out of trouble. But yeah, I was not really enjoying that deck at all. It's really not me. And I'm not going to play Game 3 because there's no point. So yeah. Unfortunately, MTGO didn't help us out there. So, right, let's get rid of this deck and build another deck that's actually interesting to play. Again, no offense to anybody who likes fairies. If that's you, to me though, it's just tedious and boring, and you don't do anything. So yeah, not a good deck to play. Still better than blue-white control though. I'll give you that. Still better than blue-white control. Family friendly? My friend, this is not a family friendly. Hold the more instead of hold the door. Do you get it? That's funny, right? Yeah, it's really not. Yeah. So, yeah. Hopefully, I didn't insult anybody like too much who plays fairies there, but that was not good. Okay, go. Oh, I didn't get all of them. Sweet. Go. Any more? Okay, let's trade these away and get some more cards that are fun. My count. Hentai Tentacle Monster. Okay. I haven't even properly looked at this deck yet, have I? Let's take another look. Oh, you know what? I'm going to play Living End. At least I can play Living End. I can't play anything else. Here's me like shitting on fairies. It's just like, fairies is fine. It's me. And we'll play some gates later on, hopefully. You know what? No, let's play gates. Let's play some gates. Let's do it. Okay, rent some gates. Yeah, let's play some gates. I'll play some Living End, probably later on. Why did I even agree to play? I know I don't even like fairies. I've played fairies on camera before. I've played it against James before. Why did, I agree to play it? What is wrong with me? Oh, dear. I know it's not even built right for the current meta as well. It's just like, all these counterspells are not going to help you in the current meta. It's not going to help you. Like, help you against control decks. What is this? Oh, that is my blue deck from yesterday. Okay. Hurry up. Right. Show me a blue-red living end list. I'll take a look. I'll have a look at this while we're here as well. So, right, so with this deck, we're looking to... Yeah, create a token whenever you sacrifice a creature. So you kind of... Is there any better enchantment at doing this effect than Vampiric Rites? That seems like, yeah, 1 and 1 black is kind of expensive. Here we go, right, so rents. Man. James, I'm sorry, dude, but I hate fairies. I hate fairies. Like, you play what works for you, I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it. Although I will say, what didn't help there was MTGO, making it so much harder to play with all the lag. Like, fairies is not a deck I want to play with loads of lag. That is definitely not a deck I want to be playing with at lag all the time. True. Why don't you, you know what? The next time I'm playing fairies, I'm splashing a third colour. So I can play cards that actually do stuff. 86 different... Are you even kidding? 86 different decks. Yeah, I already played and I went 0-2. I only played against humans first, although humans still feels like a rough matchup. And basically, I just insulted your deck at the end because I said it wasn't interesting. Although, I did also say that if it works for you, more for you, and I know it does, you enjoy that kind of thing. I don't like control decks. I've finally come to the realization I can't play control decks because I just lose my not my temper, but my patience. And yeah. Right, so we're going to call this one Gates. There we go. We'll play a Gates deck. Someone sent me this list the other day, and it doesn't look great, but it looks fun. The kind of deck you would take to F&M. So where is the list? There it is. So we want Gate. Now, Tempo Wizards I would play because that's a deck that actually does something. I don't like decks that sit back and do nothing. To be fair, I said this as well, that Fairies does do something in the mid to late game, but it just doesn't seem to, like, unless you have Bitter Blossom, it doesn't do enough in the early game, and it kind of just stalls sometimes. So this is in the deck, this is in the deck. Get rid of that one. Is that in the deck? What is this? Where is lands? Plaza of Harmony has 3? Jeez. Mind you, I think this deck is going to be really reactive as well. So, yeah. We will see. Four Growth Spirals. I love this card. This card is so good. 3 of these. I'm not too sure about this card in mod, but I think it's not good. In Standard, it's fine, because Standard, like, you don't do anything for a long time. Unless you're playing mono red. So we've got Gates. Oh, what am I missing? Pulse. Marassa, there we go. God knows why we have a Pulse of Marassa in here, but sure. 2 Overwhelming Denials, sure. Bolts. Oh my god, this deck is going to get wrecked by Blood Moon. This is going to get wrecked. Oh my god. Where's the Misty Rainforest? You got 2 basics. Oh my god. There's the Misty... Okay, so that's our mana base with 2 basics and a whole bunch of, like, dual lands. Oh, good god. Guild Summit. Do we have that? We do. Azoria's Guild Gate. We have that. What are we missing here? Oh, Path. There we go. And one in the sideboard. Right. Wait, what is going on? Oh, of course, because the Gate Colossus. Ugh. I'm not even checking chat. What's going on with chat? Yeah, Fairy's like... It didn't feel good at all. It's just like... Doesn't really get off the ground that well, and... Creeping Tar Pits coming out tapped as well feels really bad. Where is my deck list? Oh, it's right here, isn't it? So... Oh my god! Okay, what are we cutting from this main here? That doesn't feel good. What is life? So get rid of one of these, I guess. MTGO's lagged again. It's Gate Colossus here. Arena it is. Until I get this sorted. Arena it's not. Okay. 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 Right, I think we're kind of there. You really didn't miss anything. Unfortunately, MTGO is really not playing like nice today. Right, I just got to make some slight... Oh, I can also start playing Arena in between games now, so that's cool. So we're not just sat here doing nothing. Right, here's the deck. I just need to add cards to the sideboard and we're ready to go. Not expecting too much from this deck. Gates control, to be honest. This is the deck here. I've made some slight adjustments. I just need to put some cards into the sideboard. Cerulean Gatekeepers. What on earth is that? I took those out of the deck. There must have been a very good reason for that then. Gates Ablaze needs to go to the sideboard. So that's our 60 main sorted. 5 cards I've missed. Oh, those two there. So there's a Thrun and a Fracturing Gust. Okay. Okay, let's see what we can add. Just got to add one more card, then we're ready to go, or maybe 3 more cards. We don't really have anything. You know what? We could just run... I guess we could put Ancient Grudges in the sideboard. That'll work. An Ancient Grudge and... Anything? Do we even have anything? Oh, the Overwhelming Denials. I forgot about those. I don't know why we're even playing these, but sure. Right, 2 cards into the sideboard then. Sure, that'll do. Okay. Right, we're ready. We are ready, I promise. What's that? Do you mean the card up here, James, or... I don't know what you mean. Where is it? Is it in this section here, or is it a deck, or what are you looking at? Oh, you mean not that I have here, but in... Oh, whatever. Oh, Life Goes On? Is that what you mean? I don't know what you mean. Whatever. We're just going to play some games. I'm sick of like hanging around now. Oh, Timely Reinforcements. We have... Wait, didn't we have Life Gain in this deck? Here, we've got Pulse and Marassa. Anything else? Well, but I hope we're not playing against Burn then. Right, okay, so the whole point of this deck is just like the standard deck. Oh, you just meant Life Gain in general. Do we really have any life gain? Not really. But I hope we're not against life. I mean, we've got Pulse of Marassa here, but that's it. We have 1 Pulse of Marassa. That is our life gain. 1 Pulse of Marassa. Okay. Right, so this is Gates that somebody by... I don't know if he's in the room at the minute, but the other day on stream he mentioned this deck, and his name is actually here, isn't it? Yeah, Kane Yadome, which took me forever to figure out what his name read. Because that's what my weak point. So this is his original deck. He did have... Where are they? these in his sideboard were Gates Ablaze? I don't know. He had something in his sideboard somewhere. Who cares? Right. Yeah, burn is going to be a problem for us, I think. But we'll have to hope we avoid it. So this deck is looking to use all of the gates here, using Amulet of Vigor on turn 1 to untap the gates, so we don't have to go through the ordeal of having all of our lands come in tapped. We are playing some untapped lands, so Breeding Pool, Forest, Island, and all this kind of stuff. Oh, there's some life gain there. There you go. There's your life gain. What more do you want? So you're looking for a turn 1 Amulet of Vigor. Then we can start going a bit more controlling, like start ramping up with Growth Spirals. Gate Vine allows you to search for a gate as well from your library, so it gives you a little bit of tutoring. And then you've got this here, which is an interesting card to me, Crackling Perimeter, when you can tap a gate to deal 1 point of damage to each opponent, which is really good. If this card was better, though, it'd be 1 damage to target opponent or creature, but, you know, c'est la vie. Life is what it is. Guild Summit from Standard as well. You draw a card whenever a gate enters the battlefield, and you can also tap your gates to help draw a card. And Gates Ablaze deal X damage, where X is the number of gates you control. And then the big payoffs are the Gate Colossus, which costs 1 less for each gate you control. So you can potentially play this for 0 mana. And then you get an 8/8, and it can't be blocked by creatures with CMC 2 or less. And whenever a gate enters the battlefield, if this is in your graveyard, you can put it on top of your library, so you'll draw that for your next turn, which is a great recursion ability. Also have great Gate Breaker Ram. Gets +1/+1 for each gate you control. And it has Trample and Vigilance as long as you have 2 or more gates. Other than that, it's just stuff like Bolt, Path. And then, I don't know why this is in here. I think he explained it to me the other day, but I can't figure out why still. Overwhelming Denial? I don't get it, but we'll play it out. It's his deck that he put together, so let's play it out. Then we've got 2 negates in the sideboard, some Rest in Peace for graveyard decks. Another Gates Ablaze for the aggro decks, I guess. Artifact Hate, Indestructible Revelry, and Ancient Grudge. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be slow. Like some more removal pathways are there. Pulse of Marassa for recursion. Fracturing Gust for all those artifacts and enchantments. Run for control. Also forgot to mention the main, we've got the Wilderness Reclamation, which I don't think is a card that's good in Modern, but we'll give it a try. I don't see why this is even relevant to this deck, to be honest. I don't see why we need it. I don't see the benefit of this card. Yeah, you know what? I mean, we'll play it out, but this card just doesn't seem... Like, what do we get from this card? We don't get anything. Like, it's not as if we need to hold up counter magic. We only have 2 counter spells. Yeah, but, like, what are we spending our mana on with, like... So we get to untap our lands. What, we get to cast 2 Overwhelming Denials and a couple of Snapcaster Mages? That's it? That's pretty much all we... Oh, we're Crackling Perimeter. Okay, now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. Because now you get to tap all your gates, untap them, or deal more damage. So it's kind of a win condition right there. Okay. Let's play some games then. And yeah. Fingers crossed this deck doesn't suck, because this seems fun. I also better make sure how many tickets I have left. Some tickets and some play points, so we better hurry up and win games. Where am I on Arena now? I know I got put down to Platinum because everyone did. Oh, we start a game. Never mind. Right. So we are... Yes, we will play first. Okay. Why on earth do we have this on here? Get rid of that guy. There we go. I mean, I guess we keep it. We've got 1 Guild Gate, which is not going to go well with this guy, but okay, we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. Oh, good God, this is not going to work. I get such a bad feeling about this deck. Right, let's play this tapped then and pass to them. Oh, I have such a bad feeling. Oop. What are you on about burn anyway? There's no burn in Modern anymore. Oh, good God, we can't even have to exile this. Please give me a white source. Oh, good God. Oh my God. Shock ourselves, I guess. Hope we can find another gate for the plaza later on. Sure, I guess I'll just play this out, whatever. Oh, good God. This I can already tell this is not going to work out well. Yeah. I mean, what would we do? What? Oh, it's like a Naya Zoo list. Okay. Well, whoa, we have a chance then. We need to find a second gate. A second gate and we're gravy. Come on, 2 lands off the top. No! I don't want a shitty Snapcaster. Who wants Snapcaster Mage? Card sucks. Okay. Well, no life gain. I guess we may as well play this because we can't do anything else. And then we can Snapcaster to trade with something next turn, I guess. You know, I just realised, if they play another creature that's bigger than this Pelt Collector, we can't even kill the Pelt Collector with our Gates Ablaze. Oh, good God. I mean, we've been a bit unlucky to not find... Actually, how many white sources of mana do we have in the deck? Azorius Guild Gates, Hallowed Fountains... That's it? Okay. What is this? Whenever... Well, they're drawing 3 cards. We can't take 5. We will say no. 2 Azorius Guild Gates and a Hallowed Fountain. No wonder we can't cast Path to Exile. Oh, good God. This deck's getting changed after this first match. There's no way. This is staying around. Growth Spiral's a redraw, I guess. Anyway, let's go ahead and... Gotta trade at least. Wait. How can that... I didn't even think about that! I was just looking to trade. Scoop, hide the... Yeah. So we can draw, and then we get another... Oh, no, I don't want to put this on the battlefield. I guess we have to, though. Okay, sure. So we draw another Growth Spiral. Trade here. And hope we're not dead anytime soon. Come on, Guildgate. This is like a... This is gonna get +1/+1! What is this? It doesn't even get Trample and Vigilance because we don't have 2 games. Oh my God. Oh wait, I should do this a bit different. And green, I get... No, if I cast that, I can't even... This is rubbish! If I cast the Growth Spiral, I can't... I can't cast the Gate Breaker, because this only taps for anything that Gates could produce. And this is just going to get bolted? I'm just going to gamble. You know what? I'm going to gamble that we actually hit something with this. Well, was I ever wrong? Oh no, I should have... I could have tapped my mana and tapped it on end step and then used a Growth Spiral. I'm conceding this game. This is horrendous. I'll play game 2 and 3, but this is awful. I'm sorry. The guy uploaded sent me this deck is a really nice guy, so I'm not going to hold anything against him. But this is crazy. What is this? Okay, we need to trim white from this deck. It's not worth splashing white, in my opinion. Just go 3 color and have 12 gates in your deck. Okay, Lightning Bolt. I guess we have to keep the paths in because they're removal, but I mean, 2 Azorius Guild Gates and a Hallowed Fountain. I guess this can tutor them up. Yeah, Overwhelming Denial is like too slow. This is too slow. That's it. I guess I can bring in Gates of Blaze as well and hope we hit land, so that can go away as well. Sure. I mean, it's removal, so if we hit the right land, we can remove stuff, but I don't think we should be splashing white in this deck at all. There's 12 like gates we can put in. Just put in the 12 gates. Attack with 45 creatures, cast 20 white or blue spells, cast 30 white or blue spells. What do I have? I've got this Teamer deck, which lost me, like, top 500 in Mythic. Now this is... there we go. Which, I need to get Ravager Worms for this. Are we playing yet? Okay, there we go. I can't keep this hand. Okay, Mulligan. Okay, we're in business. Oh, yes, we'll keep that one as well. Okay, we're going, we're moving. Okay, so, fetch, and I think I might have to shock myself here because we need the coloured mana. So I'll get a Stomping Ground. We'll pay the life, and, yeah, Amulet of Vigor. Amulet of Vigor. Amulet of Vigor. Amulet of Vigor. I mean, can I play Amulet of Vigor? It's got white mana. Like, what more do you need? MTGO is just such a horrible platform. This is just ridiculous. Every time. I guess I'll just have to play Arena and hope that, like, things aren't too bad. Guess we're not playing Living End again. Hey, okay, we're moving. Okay, how much damage are we taking? Goblin Guide, is it? Come on, Goblin Guide. Hey, caught it. Yay. Oh, we can actually gain life because we have the, Wait, didn't I put a... Oh, I guess I fetched it now with the land. Oh, whatever. We hit an actual guild gate. Can you believe it? Okay. Ooh, and a path to exile. So we put this into play, and this is... I've put this on the stack already, by the way. It's just... There we go. And then we'll pass their turn when we'll growth spiral during their turn, so we can hold a path to exile. Because we can put this into play, and then it'll come untapped. So things are looking up. Yeah. Oh no, they can regenerate this thing. That's a problem. I'm going to growth spiral in response here, because I want to know if I want to take the damage or not. Because if we hit another gate, we can just Gates Ablaze next turn. You know what? So we're just going to let this resolve, and we will just path to exile this, I guess. Hello. B. Lorenzon. I don't know how much Modern we're going to be playing because Empty Joe is like not being our friend today. As it wasn't yesterday either. And we will take no damage. Okay, I'm going to wait till Goblin Guard attacks till we path the... Oh, Gatekeeper Ram is not bad. Okay, let's use that man out the path to exile this, get it out of the way. And, yeah, unfortunately we're going to have to draw the Gatekeeper Ram, but we kind of don't want to. I guess we can still wipe this board, though. That's really good. With Gates Ablaze. I don't think we have to, though. I think we can just wait for a while and just use this for now. And we can search for another gate and play that gate this turn. And I guess it doesn't really what colour we get. Let's get... Is it, I guess? Why not? Empty Joe is actually working! I can't believe it! Happy times! And this can block, because then we're looking to Gates Ablaze probably next turn. They are able to regenerate this if they play just one creature bigger than a 2/2. However, we do have Path to Exile on our hand as well. So, you know, things aren't all bad. Oh dear, that's going to be a big guy. Yeah. I will probably play some Living End. Pretty soon. This is not my brew. No! I said it! This deck will get wrecked by... What do we do now? What can we do? This is... I said it in the intro. Blood Moon will annihilate this deck. Oh my god. Okay, path this and hope Gates Ablaze. I don't know if we maintain the gate on our deck. I don't think we do. They just don't. They're not even gates. So this doesn't do anything. Oh my god. Dude, I'm sorry. Look. Kane, you don't look. There is. You can see there's something here, okay? But I am not gonna spend too much time on this one because, like, this is crazy, man. I mean, that's a deck that's gonna like annihilate us anyway, I think. But this isn't even the deck we were talking about. Let's go back onto the actual screen. But this was like, this was not good. This is so. I'm just so glad the Blood Moon wrecked the deck there so I can show it. But let's have a look at the deck. I'm not gonna play too much of this because that was crazy. So what we need to do with this deck, if we're genuinely going to build this, is forget white. Like, we get really good sideboard cards in Rest in Peace and like another Path to Exile, but we're splashing white, if you ignore Fracturing Gust, for essentially just Rest in Peace and Path to Exile. Like, how many gates are in this deck? 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there's 14. We can go down to 12 gates, and at that point, you know, we might have something. We can just go the 12 gates in Team of Colors. This is cute with this, but without this, you don't really have a need for this. So either play more of these or just don't have these. You don't need these. Yeah. But that was an experience that I hope I never experience again. Yeah, we need to cut white off this deck to be even remotely like possible. But that was just crazy. Yeah, white didn't help. Expansion that could work actually. Yeah, like Team of Colors is like where we need to be, I think. It was interesting though. Okay, look, that's the whole point of trying this, is like, give it a try. You never know. We learned something there, that we don't need the white colours in a Gates deck. Yeah, especially with three lands that tap for white. It's just not worth it. Right, let's play some Living End. Sorry, man. I'm knocking this one on the head straight away. I've been like Mr. Miserable today. I've been like fairies suck. Everything with blue in it sucks. So let's play mono blue Living End. Not really. I'm going to play normal Living End. What do I need to get for normal Living End? So we need a Bloodbraid Elf, Spirit Guides. Okay. While I'm sorting out a deck, I'm going to just play some Arena and I'll... yeah, where is your Living End list? I'll scroll up and find it. I know you put it in before. Oh, I didn't even show it in the chat. Oops, my bad. Okay, let's build some blue-red Living Ends. And what are you, Grixis here? Okay, we can work with that. Yeah, bring this over here. Right, let's play some Arena while we're waiting. I'll play this ramp deck, which isn't that good. This deck is really not good in Standard. While I'm away, I'm going to play in this, but also sorting out the deck for the next one. And you probably don't need that there, but I'll leave the Bloodbraid Elf there. It's a really pretty guy. So, yeah, this works. Okay, keep. We need some red sources of mana, but fingers crossed we'll get there. Right, so let's just play this tapped. And pass to them. Okay, so probably against mono white aggro or maybe red white aggro. That's a win condition, so we need that. So let's Hinterland Harbour and let's just pass to them. Okay. So I'm just trying to do two things at once here. So taking the damage. That is a problem. Ooh, Stevens. Okay. We can't actually kill that, so that's a bit of a problem. Okay, that's a nice draw. We can play that guy. We could just root so we can kind of do a lot more next turn. No, I think I like just trying to ramp this way, and if hopefully we hit a land. If we don't, never mind. Yeah, no such luck. Okay. Just try and add to the board, and fingers crossed. Worst case scenario, they get rid of this, and it's not the end of the world. Man, that is a good hand from them. Yeah, we ain't blocking. We don't block. Oh, man. So the problem here is if we circ... You know, I'm just going to pass the turn. I think I'm just going to hold up the ability to tap this, like block and tap this to adapt 3 so it can kill this if they really want to attack with it. Okay, so pass and we'll block. And then before damage, we'll adapt 3. And then this pays off and we get to get this guy back. Then next turn we can... Or if we keep this guy, we can add 3 mana. Circuitous Route. So we can... do this. We need a land though. Ugh. Let's Ral. We'll Ral. We can tick up with Ral and he can hopefully take some damage off of this guy for a while. Luckily for us, their hand isn't really playing out too well. Take a Growth from the Ashes. And let's go ahead and... I don't want to Lava Coil. There's better things we can Lava Coil than that. I really wish I hadn't have tapped this. That's damage we don't need to take. Right, where are you? Yeah, that's fine. We can deal with that. We can even burn that if we want to. This is why we save the Lava Coil. So in response to that, we're just going to 2 damage here. Yeah, land's a good draw because now we can... Well, let's tick up... Okay, let's actually -4 on here. And then... Yeah, 5 mana. No, I don't want... Oh my god! I want to use these lands. I guess it doesn't matter though, it's fine. And that was such a... Like, I really wish, like, Arena wouldn't let you do this. Okay, so we're starting to ramp out now. That's really, really good. We're going to lose Ral here, but that's not the end of the world. It's fine. Yeah, well, we're going to give it Ral, but we're going to take 2 points of damage. But as you can see, they're down to 5 cards in hand, and we've got some pretty big stuff here, and we've got much better top decks than they have at this point. I'll fix the screen in a second. I'm not going to do too much. I'm trying to get the next game set up. Or the next deck we're playing. Learn my lesson. Learn my lesson. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ravager Worm. Just gonna give it a counter. I kind of want to block for a while, and we'll take out one of these. There's no point targeting this because they'll just make it so it's indestructible anyway. And then we'll lava coil the other one. So now the reason we're doing this is because now they need to land off the top. Wow! Really? We'll pay the 2 life, and we can... Oh, we don't need to pay the 2 life. Ugh, I suck. So we have really ramped out here. So we're looking for a Bounding Grixis, or the Grixis Hydroid, or whatever it's called off the top. And then we should be pretty good. Right. Let's build a deck. Yeah, we're going to block here. I get the funniest feeling my opponent's going to have Shock and Lightning Strike in hand. Oh, they can't have that. They're on mono white. Yeah, so pay 4 life to... Yeah, do that. Fine. Well, I was saying about... We'd like some good top decks, and that is not one of them. Yeah, getting for a point of damage, and hopefully we can block it. How are we still drawing lands? I don't think we can attack anymore. We kind of need to hold back and block. My friend, I will never get better with fairies. I don't want to get better with fairies. I would rather get good with Living End. That'd be a good start. Right, how are we doing with this Living End list? Are we there yet? 56 cards? What is missing from this? Oh my god. How are we still drawing lands? It's 15 lands! We've got 15 lands on the field! How are we... And they're drawing this? I mean, we're just dead! We have to chump block here. We need like a Crisis Hydroid off the top. I'll take it. I will take it. That works. Okay, that wipes... No, we're just dead! It doesn't... They didn't press... What did they do? They just had to make it so it was indestructible. Oh, good God. Really? Come on! Good game. We lose. Let them finish the game. Fucking hell, man. Right, let's take a look at your decks. I need to... we're missing cards here, I think. Yeah, I need... am I just making my own sideboard, or what am I doing? I'll just make my own sideboard. It's fine. So, do we have any Street Wraiths? So we do. Archfiend. Pimp Fiend's good. No horrors, but you don't need horrors anyway, or a Brask. Okay. Yeah, I need a sideboard, but I have no idea. Right. Yeah, we're going to mulligan this. This only taps for colours that you already have, and we don't have any red, so this is not good. Oh my god. Well, hope we scry into a land, and then we might be able to do something. Deal. Yeah, it really doesn't feel good paying life against this deck, against mono red. Sweet. Enters tapped. That works. We might be able to start doing something. Yeah, we're probably dead. Guess I'm just going to cast this anyway. So the reason we're going to do this is because if we top deck a land next turn, we can play Ravager Worm and kill a creature if they play a creature now. Like that. Okay, so we take 2 damage. Okay, we top deck a land. Brilliant. And play this. And let's give it a counter. Right. So we want Anger of the Gods. We want... Am I dead yet? I'm still not dead. Oh my god. It's a minor miracle. Yeah, we'll pass them and hope I'm not dead next turn. Yeah, we have to give them the cards. We can't go down to 2 because they could just have a shock and then we're dead. Okay. So you destroy a land and wipe the board. We're probably still dead though. Right, I need some help with the sideboard here. So I guess we can bring in negates. Fulminator Mages. Okay, bolts. Okay, bolts work. Wait, do we not have bolts in the main? Do we have Faithless Lootings in the main? Where's your deck list? So we do have Faithless. We don't have bolts. Okay, cool. So yeah, bolts in the side then. Where are you? So lightning, bolt. We want artifact destruction, so shattering spree I guess is not bad. Or Shatterstorm. Let's have Shatterstorm. I haven't played that in a while. Oh, we need ley lines for the opponent's graveyard as well. Okay, resolves. Am I dead? I assume I'm dead because they would have shocked this if I wasn't. Sweet, we lose. Okay, right, we're almost ready. Leyline of the Void. Actually, I'll add Tormod's Crypts. Tormod's Crypt's fine. Right, I think we're almost ready to go. I just need to surgical? Let's try surgical. Yeah. We'll keep that hand. Whatever. We'll try it. Oh, is MTGO down again? No, it's fine. Okay, good. Enters tapped. Go ahead. Please don't be burn again. It's a good start. Okay, put down this guy. This hand should curve out quite nice. Especially if this can stay on the field. No Marty, no party. Where are the surgicals? Right, so we want 2 surgical extractions. Wizard's gonna let me do all this crap. That's a good time to draw that. Sweet. So we're going to take a lot of damage here, but we should be able to stabilize pretty quickly. With any luck. Yeah, she's going to take 2 mountains here. The next turn we should be able to put out the Ravager Worm to, yeah, just have something survive. Or just take something out. Sweet. Now we don't have to shock ourselves. That's really good. So this is protecting which one? Is it this one? This one. Okay, cool. Okay, let's take out this guy. Right. Hey, how you doing, Jack? You're right. We'll be playing some Living End soon, but we kind of need to actually... I can't seem to get my cards back to the people I rent them off, which is a bit of a problem. That is a huge problem when you want to rent more cards. I just want to give you your cards back. Can you please take your cards off me? Okay, that seems to be doing it now. Okay. So the question here is, are we just dead, or what's going on? Oh, that's good. They're going to put a counter on all their creatures. Which, well, it's not good, but... it gives us a chance, but not if we keep getting mana flooded again. Right, we're going to have to play Ral. And there's only one instant sorcery in our graveyard. So, what are we doing? I guess we have to tick up. We can't really tick down and kill anything. I think we're just dead, to be honest. Kind of need something good. Like, our opponent, like, ran pretty well. Jesus Christ. Like I said, this deck is pretty bad. You know what? They can just have the game. I don't really care. Right, so... why are they not taking the cards off me? Because it's not in my trade binder, that's why. I'm smart, I swear it. Are you not going to the store tonight, Jack? Let's play an actual good deck, and then I swear we're really close. I just need them to get these cards off me so I can play a new deck. I can't do anything until they take these cards off me. Are you not going to game night tonight, Jack? Yeah, as soon as these cards are taken off me, I can just build a new deck and play straight away. But unfortunately, apparently that's a hard ask to give my cards back to them. Right, so we'll keep this. This is a reasonable hand. Okay, yeah, let's go over turn to Jade Light Ranger. Ooh, double lands. That's actually pretty good because we've got our Planeswalkers. It's alright against mono red, but this deck is okay against mono red. Midnight Ranger is not great because we lose life, but at the same time we get to draw cards off of this. That's on the flip side of that pretty good. It'd be nice to find some removal. That is not removal. So let's just play this out. And then I'm going to attack with Jade Light Ranger. Hopefully they trade and we get to draw a card. I strongly suspect they will not want to trade though. Okay, Woodland Cemetery, Elf. That means we can play Vraska next turn, or if we want to, Vivian Reed as well. Are these guys going to let me return my cards? Yay! We can return the cards. You know, you can just go on Gavra and Oh my god, stop! Fuck me. Why is it like... I'm going to have to like get in touch with these people at Mana Trades because like, it's so hard just to return cards to them. It's just like, I just want to give you your cards back. Is there something I'm missing here? Okay, here we go. It's cancelled again. I just want to give you your cards back. That's all I want to do. I didn't realise it was such a big ask. Oh wait, we've been drawing cards? I didn't even realise. Sweet. So you keep taking out those things. I'll take the 4 damage. Not this guy. Right, we're gonna have to like deal damage to ourselves here. So let's pay 2 life and put these guys out and kill this one and hope we're not dead. No attacks. We need to protect Vraska as well as our own life total. So what was your deck idea, Jack? Not Jace. Jack? Oh, yeah, it's not modern legal. It's, that would just, like... It kind of broke modern for a while, I think. It was just stupid. Gain 3 life, make your opponent discard a card. Very nice. Very nice. Right, let's go ahead and Vivian Reed. And tick up on the Vivian Reed. None of these are that good. Let's take a Chupacabra. We can kill something next turn. And play this tapped. And no attacks. Yeah, sounds good. See if they want to trade this guy for a Llanowar Elves. I will absolutely trade. We are perfectly fine on mana right now, and I like the idea of just using my 1-drop to get rid of your 2-drop. All we need to do now is find a Grixis Hydroid, and we're looking pretty good. Right, let's go ahead and tick up. Yeah, we'll take this guy. That sounds pretty good. And this guy into this guy. That should seal the game if it resolves. Yeah, that's the game. Well, it should be the game anyway. And please tap my girlfriend is home. Their advice is to restart MTGO. Okay. With that far ahead, I'm actually just going to attack. So yeah, we're at 15 and we've got the Planeswalker. We're just so far ahead now. It's almost impossible to lose at this point. We can even start sacrificing our Memorial to Folly to get back a Jade Light Ranger. And then Jade Light Ranger to gain another 6 life. So we start with more life than we lost throughout the entire game. See, this deck is a lot more powerful than the Teamer version I was playing. Yay! Coins! I was thinking about making a Living End Prime Speaker Vannifar deck, but it's just probably not going to work. Like, ever. This hand is really slow. I think I'm just going to mulligan this. I guess we just have to keep this. I'm not happy about losing this much life, but whatever. Put that to the bomb. I guess we don't lose life off the first one, so it's fine. This card's really good. Against control decks, this is a nightmare because if the first one resolves, you just get more and more and more. Ugh, boring. Boring, boring, boring. Boring person. Saying that we're playing blue, but we're not playing blue for counterspells. This is a control deck. Oh, they're probably playing something very similar to us then. Okay, never mind. They're not that boring. They're cool guys. Alright, so let's put this guy out. And fingers crossed that does it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with MTGO, but it's just not working. So I'm just going to have to, like, knock this stream on the head, I think. It's just not working. I'm going to have to get in touch with Wizards and see what the hell's going on. This is just... It's just not good. You okay? Yeah, I'll be over with you in a second, alright. What's up? What's up? Okay. Ooh, that's not a great draw. Okay, I'm just going to put this down, and if my opponent wants to use that to kill this, then fine. But we're kind of starting to fall behind here. Interesting, okay. What's the fudge like? Is it any good? No. Not very nice. It's lemon fudge. It's not going to be great, is it?
Do you try it?
I would... Yeah, go on then. I'll try it. What have you... What is it? It's like lemon curd fudge or something like that, isn't it?
It's absolutely disgusting.
That's horrible. What is that?
Gross, isn't it? No
Oh my god.
No wonder my mum gave it me.
Gave it you?
Yeah.
It's one of the worst things she's ever done to you, give you
She
that.
was like, you wanted to try some of this. Put it in there.
Oh yeah.
You wanted to try some of this, didn't you? I was
That-
like, oh yeah. I see why now.
That's one of the worst things I've ever tasted in my life.
Ask her if she wants it back. Otherwise it's going empty.
Oh, good god. Just horrendous. It's like this fudge that's lemon flavoured, but...
Yeah, do you want one of these to take the taste away?
What's
I'll
that?
do a buy of something. Although you've probably seen them.
Oh, I thought they were for you, so I didn't take them. Damn it! I could have had those Skittles all day. That's not fair. Okay, so we'll shock ourselves. And... Wildgrowth Walker and then Merfolk Branch Walkers. That's not a bad result. That's pretty good. We'll graveyard that. We've got plenty of those out already. And, well... I think we have to kind of stabilise. We can't really go around just attacking willy-nilly. Right. What are those? What have you got?
Skittles with no shell.
Skittles with no shell? Wow, it actually is.
I wasn't lying, was I?
Oh no, that doesn't work.
It doesn't, does it?
Why are you buying loads of crap?
Well, they look quite interesting.
It's like they're harder than Skittles. To be fair, they taste alright. The texture's just all wrong though. Oh good god.
Epic fail.
Have I got any Pepsi Max? Pepsi Max. Are they sour as well?
No. Oh, stop being a big girl's blouse. They're not that bad. Yeah.
Thank you. Oh good god. Right. Okay. Finally, everything's sorted.
Apart from these Skittles.
Apart from my Skittles. Confirm. I finally got rid of the cards. Yay. Right, now we can play Living End. Right, deck builder. Please give me the cards I want. Rent the deck. Cast down, son of a bitch. Alright, fine. Resolves. My opponent's starting to run out of cards, so that's a good sign for us. And we still have our Hydroid Grixis whenever we need it. Okay, so we can't do anything with this guy, unfortunately. Why does this get +2/+2, so it won't be able to actually kill anything? How much is it? 3 mana. Ooh! We can try and outsmart them. Let's attack with these two. Okay, would like to rent, please. So now this block being... Ooh, okay, so we... Go like this with this guy, make him into a 4. Go and get... So he replaces himself. That's why this is so good. So we go and get another one. And then we go ahead and -2/-2 this. Which will kill it. And all of a sudden, we have a board and they don't. That's how you do it! That's how you laugh in a robot voice, by the way. Right, are we anywhere near getting this deck rented yet? Can I rent the deck? I want to rent the deck. Okay. Now they're going to start to connect to us. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's like Skittles without the shell. And, you can see, I don't know if you can see, but like, there's literally no, like, outside shell on it. It's just really hard. Not nice. And it was lemon flavour, that's even worse. Right, play one more game, then we should be able to go ahead and... I'd love to try your band deck, Jack. Unfortunately, MTGO won't let me. Yeah, it's literally Skittles without the shell, so it's just like a hard, sweetie candy thing. Not great. Not eat any more of that. Oh, there goes our Llanowar Elves. Right. We're ready. So I'm actually going to play this, but I'm going to play this out rather than hold up Moment of Craving, because I kind of wouldn't mind if my opponent does try and kill this. I'd like to have the ability to adapt to this as well at some point, but it's not the end of the world if they do get rid of it. It looks like they're not going to. Great. Okay. I'm going to play this tapped, I think. There's no point taking 2 points of life loss. And we still have Moment of Craving available. I'm going to hold it up, though, for a... what's he called? The 2-drop. I'll trade. I don't care. It's fine. I don't want to take any life loss. Okay, thank you very much. Can I please... Yay, we got all the cards. Sweet. Oh, wait, we can't actually deal with that. That kind of blows. So we need to get an untapped black source off the top. That is not it. So let's go ahead and play this. Graveyard that. And graveyard that. Well, that kind of sucks. That kind of blows. Oh, you know what? They can... Sorry, guys. I need to build this deck and then play some Living End, so... let's just... they can have it. I don't really care that much. Right, this is not yours, is it? This is a different Living End deck. Yeah, this is not yours. This is yours. There we go. So, lands. Blood Crypts. Island. Just one island? Wow. That is ambitious. One mountain. Okay. Scalding Tarn. Shivan Reef instead of Spy Bluff Canal? Okay. Right. Watery. And what am I missing here? Oh, a swamp and steam vents. Okay. Right, 4 Living Ends, I assume. Yes, 2 Ancestral Visions, yes. Faithless Looting. Opt. Right, 1 card missing from the main. What are we missing? What are we missing? What are we missing? Orabraska's in there. Archfiend is a 2 of. Oh, an Architects of Will, okay. Sure. Sideboard. Oh, wait. I made the sideboard, didn't I? Okay. Oh, that's already in there. Okay. Lovecoil can go. Tormod's Crypts can go. Anger of the Gods. Rush. Negates are in there. Oh, 2 more Fulminate Mages. And bolt. Right, so we're going to cut some cards here. We'll cut 1 4-minute mage and 1 bolt. That'll do. Right. So, guys, I am going to... Right, guys, I'm going to end the stream and start it again straight away. So yeah, you might have to re-click somewhere, but I'm going to start this again because this stream's been going on forever and I need to cut this down as it is. So I'm going to, yeah, stop and restart again. Right. So we are attempting to... We're attempting to play some As Foretold Living End, but maybe I'll have to just re-log in. Why does life hate me today? Why are you being so much of a pain in the ass, you massive dingus hole? Right. Right. I don't know why this has been such a big problem. I'm just going to do a speed test on my internet connection to make sure it's not my internet connection. I mean, that's currently my my download speed. So I don't think it's my internet connection. That 20 ping. This, to be fair, this is to a different server, like a UK server, so maybe the ping would be a bit more. But unless the upload is really small, which, you know, it's approaching 4 or 5, that kind of area, upload is not exactly going to be streaming in high definition permanently, but that is perfectly fine. So, yeah. Is this working? It's still not working. Yeah. Seriously. Hey, we're in. Okay. See if this works. Oh, can we play? Can we actually... Why is this not working? Like, are you that desperate for me to enter a league? I'm not going to enter a league because... There we go. Now we can play. We need to find a game and then we should be all good. Okay. So while we're queuing for a game, let's go ahead and do a quick deck tech, I guess. Are we in a game already? We are not. Okay, cool. Right, so this is Electro Living End. Most people know how it works, so I'm not going to go through the whole Living End thing. This is... I need to sort my screen out. Where are we? So we're in a game, but it doesn't really matter too much. I'll go to that game in a second. Our opponent will just have to wait for a little while. Apologies to them. So right, what we're looking to do is cast Living End off of As Foretold and Electro Dominance. Where are you, sir? There you are, Electro Dominance. So yeah. Everyone knows what this card does by now. I don't need to go through everything. We are not running so much in the way of discard outlets as far as using the Faithless Looting kind of effects. We're instead looking to use some ops, Faithless Lootings, and discard some amount of cards here by cycling. In fact, the only creature we have that we can't cycle, I believe, is Urabrask, which is fine. So we have to find Faithless Looting to get Urabrask, but that's not the end of the world. We're pretty much only splashing black. What are we actually splashing black for here? We're not really playing black, are we? Because we can cycle Archfiends with Colourless and Street Wraith for life. And then in the sideboard, Surgical Extraction, I guess, but again, that might as well be Colourless. So we're basically blue-red, and we do have some black lands, so we can actually cast some stuff. Like, you do sometimes want to cast your Architects of Will, which is quite powerful. That's pretty much it. You guys don't need to know how this deck works. You know how it works. I will say, in the mana base, you do need a Teleria West, realistically. If you're not going to be playing black for Mausoleum Secrets, you need a Teleria West, so you can cycle the discard the Teleria West to find your Living End. So that's what you do need in the mana base. But let's go play some games. Someone is here. Are you okay? You can talk, it's fine. Do you want to say hello to everyone in the world?
No.
Okay. Right, risky hand. Let's get the screen up. Right, so this hand is very risky, but I'm going to keep because oh, no, I'm not going to keep. I've just changed my mind, sorry. Because we need to hit lands and both As Foretold and a Living End, or an Electro Dominance and a Living End. So as good as this hand is, because we need to find exactly 2 cards plus a land, this is too risky. This hand's fine. So we have the Steam Vents and Faithless Looting. We're going to keep. And we'll put a land on top. That sounds pretty good to me. So let's go ahead and Steam Vents. And we'll Faithless Looting. We've got 2 cards we could discard here, so that's fine. Oh, and we find an As Foretold. That's really good. So yeah, discard those 2. And our opponent knows what we're on already. Oh man, I thought I had a straw for my Pepsi Max. Never mind. So this is probably a burn. Oh, we're against Hollow One. Okay. So a red source off the top would be nice. I'm not going to suspend the Ancestral Vision because we're only one, like, any land, or ideally a red land, will allow us to cast Ancestral Vision. Okay, Street Wraith. Typically speaking, Living End is pretty good against Hollow One. But at the same time, this isn't a normal Living End build. And now there's a lot of pressure on us to find the Living End. If they have Hollow Ones come out. If you can somehow avoid Hollow Ones this turn, we might be okay. That is a lot of damage we're taking. That is a huge chunk of change. Oh, they're splashing green? What are they splashing green for? They get the blood gas back. That's not a problem. It's just a matter of can we find the Living End. So I think, yeah, now we really need to find... You are now seeing why Electro Dominance Living End is not as good as normal Living End because of stuff like this. Because now we are probably dead. Watery Grave, but we have to play it tapped, I think. So we go down to 11, 4, 8, 10, 11. I mean, yeah, we're just dead. Like, our opponent's hand was just too good, and this is why, like, you now see why Electro Dominant's Living End is not as good as normal Living End, because if we drew a land here and we had a Cascade spell, we would probably win the game from this position. But because we, like, even with the shock, but now we pretty much can't. We can't really do anything. I guess we may as well just play this and... not that. I guess the other alternative would have been to have not even shocked ourselves and just hope they don't have anything. But that's risky. Well, not risky, that's like wishful thinking. So let's play the As Foretold, and we'll cast Ancestral Vision, but we're almost certainly dead. Right, so... Yep. Choose us. And yeah, we were probably never going to get there anyway, so yeah. Concede. We be dead. Right, so we get Surgicals, we get... Bolts aren't terrible, I guess. Why do we have a Magma Spray in here? I didn't even realise we had that. Okay, we'll play with a Magma Spray. It works, I guess. Anger of the Gods is very good against this deck. So, I think we don't want Urabrask, and... Don't really... We need to cut some amount of cycling here. Yeah, we need to cut some amount of cycling. Probably some of these. Oh, these guys are pretty good. Let's cut some of these guys. Probably this guy. In fact, it should be these guys because he's much worse. So let's bring down 4, 10, 11, 12, 16. 16 cyclers is fine. So we just need to get rid of a couple more cards. Let's get rid of a Bolt. I guess Magma Spray is probably better. Yeah, Opt is worth cutting. We'll cut an Opt. Okay. So let's play first. And okay, we keep this hand. A bit of a risky one, but we can get there. That makes things a bit harder. Okay, let's play this tapped. And we'll pass to them. Okay. Oh, that's rough. That is so rough. They took a land and the Ancestral Vision. I've made my feelings clear on this card plenty of times. I'm not going to say anymore. Should be banned. Or shouldn't even be legal. Like, should never been printed. Alright, so cycle. And yeah, we're probably just dead. Yeah, Leyline isn't the issue. Stuff like dumb shit like this is the issue. Stuff that shouldn't ever been printed. Oh, but you don't even have, like, Fairy Macabres in this deck, do you? Ugh. Yeah, no offense, my friend, but I'm not too sure about this build. This is, like... No, it seems fine, actually. No, I'm being harsh. Like, Fairies ideally, but it's fine. Yeah, Leyline makes it worse, no doubt, but... Again, this is the reason why... Normal Living End is just better, because you can get through this quite easily with Normal Living End. At least we get to avoid that for a turn, I guess. If we can hit light lands, we can Anger of the Gods most of this board away, so who knows. I'm done. I'm done. Okay, well, fair play to my opponent. Yeah, she's Hollow One things. Although, what's really annoying is Living End's actually pretty good against Hollow One, so it just shows how much worse this version of Living End is than normal Living End. Yeah. Right. Back in a second. Alright. You reading your magazines? You see my wallet anywhere? Wait here, headphones.
What? What? What do you need that for?
Well, I need to pay for tickets on here. Right, we are back. Rightio. Fairies wouldn't have made any difference there, so let's just give it a try. Yeah, the fairies wouldn't have made any difference there. Like, the fairies probably should be in there, but they wouldn't have made any difference there at all. Like, the mana screw and our opponent running perfectly, like game 2, was exactly what... Well, not perfectly, obviously, they can... The perfect hand for them would have been, like, 4 hollow ones on turn 2, but... Or turn 1, I guess. Yeah, I mean, like, it's just... We ran pretty badly, our opponent ran pretty well. That's pretty much it. That's all you can really say. I mean, like I say, it typically shows how bad, or how much worse Electro Dominant's living end is than normal living end, because again, in game 2, it would have been the exact same no matter what happened. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, game 1, it would have been like, no matter what happened there, with our opponent having that good a draw and us getting mana screwed, it didn't really matter. It wouldn't have mattered what version we were playing. If anything, actually, when I'm getting mana screwed, this version might be better. But in game 1 there, I'm pretty certain we would have won that game if we had... Well, we would have had a Cascade spell on our hand, because the Asphaltolds and the Electro Dominances would have been Cascade spells, and we would have had the lands to have to Cascade. So we definitely would have at least stabilised that board and had much bigger creatures than them afterwards. And realistically, that probably means the game's over against Hollow One. Right, well, you know, this hand's fine. Yeah, we'll keep. The Ancestral Vision's nice. We do need to find parts of the combo, but we've got, you know, plenty of card draw here, so that's fine. We will give this a try. Nom 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 nom. Fulminate Mages are in the sideboard. And actually, Shatterstorm's not that good. Oh, I should have put Ingot Chewers in. What am I thinking? I should have put Ingot Chewers in, not Shatterstorm. Okay, well, our life total doesn't matter, so let's Steam Vents and Faithless Looting. More lands, ugh. Right, I'm going to get rid of Strike Riverwinder and a Shivan Reef here. Not going to get rid of the Shriek because we can cycle that at some point. That's an extra card draw. We don't need all of these lands. Certainly not at this point. Maybe mid to late game. I think our opponent being on the play might be a problem here. More lands? Okay. Okay, that's part of the combo. Now we just need to find an enabler. So let's get rid of some lands. We don't need all these lands. Play a Scalding Tarn. fetch. And I just get another steam vents, I guess. And we're looting. Man, Opt just hasn't been needed so far, has it? Put some more creatures into our graveyard. Actually, this is... Oh, the mages are coming in for sure. I think MTGO's gone again. Wah, wah, wah. Actually, these sweets aren't actually that bad. They're pretty good. Okay. So I kind of misclicked there before it lagged up and went, like, mental. My girlfriend's putting plastic bags in the washing machine. Like, as in what you get from a supermarket. What the fuck? Right, so yeah, we're past them now. Sorry, I'm kind of sitting here doing nothing. Okay, well, what if our opponent's going to have Tron and an actual win condition, that's probably the best one we can let them have. Need a payoff card. Well, we can opt. And that's going to the bottom. And we pretty much lose. That will be the game. The Relic basically just won them the game. Because now, like, we're not going to get anything back. So, yeah. I'm not going to play this one out. This is just ridiculous. Yeah. We need, like, Electro, like, because we're taking 6 here, and even if we, like, Living End, they're still going to get 3 tokens back, and we're going to have no graveyard, so the game's over at that point. So, because I kept Shatterstorm, like, I put Shatterstorm instead of Ingotture for some god knows reason, we don't have that. We have 4 minutes Mage, we have... The gates, I guess, aren't awful. get rid of these guys and... That'll do. Okay. Honestly, I don't think the ops are needed in this deck. There's no real reason to have them. Like, you may as well just have more cyclers or just like some kind of interaction rather than ops, because we're fine on card draw anyway. And like, they're just better cards we could be using. I'm going to keep, but this hand is risky. We've got the opt here. We've got all these payoffs, but we need like an enabler for these, and yeah. Wait, do I have Romans in the main? Whatever. Right, so Shivan Reef, and I guess we're just passing the turn. We'll just opt on end step. Not it's going to matter. I kind of know what we're looking for. Lands or payoff cards. Well, not payoff, but enablers for the payoff cards. Okay. Yep, top that. That's exactly where we want to be. Romans are probably better in the main, and negates in the sideboard. You probably do need some amount of interaction in the main. We don't really have any. What do we even have, like, apart from the actual living end? It's 2 glass cannon. Okay, so we drew a negate. Okay. Let's go ahead and shock ourselves here, and yeah, we can hold up negate for next turn. I guess. I don't know what we're gonna... Like, I guess they could put Graveyard Hate down. We'd probably have to negate that. They're gonna have Natural Tron again. Oh, they're just gonna have Tron again. Why? I don't get it. Why does everyone hate this deck so much? It seems like such a fair deck, and nothing ever goes wrong. Right, let's cycle this. Okay, now we just need an actual payoff card. Any payoff card will do. Or any enabler for the payoffs. That's just not going to do anything. Well, let's cycle just in case we hit an Electro Dominance. We don't, we hit another land. Well, do we... Am I missing something here? But like, we just seem to never be hitting these things. Like 3 of those, 4 out. Yeah, there's 7 cards in here. We should be hitting them, really. Oh, well. Fingers crossed we can negate their first win condition. Right. You're right.
Oh.
Nothing, you're right. You mean Lava Coil? Oh, Worm Coil, yeah, like, we can't negate the Worm Coil. But to be honest, I'm not that bothered about the Worm Coil. I'm more bothered about avoiding Graveyard Hate and Khans this turn. And fingers crossed we might be able to get there eventually. Okay. At least we can negate that. Why did I get a Watery Grave there? There's no need. Whatever. Okay, negate that. Turn 3 Tron with a win condition and Graveyard Hate on turn 3 both times. Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, at least we get this, I guess. Oh, you know what? Do we... I think I'm just going to cast this. I know, like... Okay, turn 3 Tron, fine. With a win condition, okay, fine. With Graveyard Hate, like, perfect hands on 6, 2 games in a row. Come on. Like, really? Oh my god. Seriously? Oh dear. The only thing is, this deck's actually really bad in Modern at the minute. But when you draw perfectly 2 games in a row, it doesn't matter. I'm done. I'm done. Forget it. I'm done. Okay, we'll play one more game and then we'll knock it on the head with this one. That is ridiculous. That is just absurd. What's up? Right, we're gonna keep this hand. There's a bit of risk involved. Again, we need to find an actual way of enabling these. We seem to be fine drawing Living Ends and Ancestral Visions, but apparently we don't have As Foretold in our deck, or Electro Dominances. Okay, let's shock and Faithless Looting. I know, like, we're finally drawing, like, our 2 of 2 Ancestral Visions and our 2 of 4 Living Ends, but we haven't seen one. Poops, can you guys hear that in the background? What are we up against here? Okay, let's go ahead and Faithless Looting. Okay, now we're talking. So let's get rid of that, and I guess we'll get rid of an Ancestral Vision. So the reason we're getting rid of Ancestral Vision over Living End is, Hey, can you just chill with the noise for like 5 minutes? Almost done. Can you just chill with the noise for 5 minutes? Like, you're being really loud. You can't help it, I know, because you've got your headphones on. Yeah? I'm almost done. Right. Bless her. She's got headphones on so she can listen to, like, the Big Bang Theory. We're all good. Right, so we're gonna... Yeah, we got rid of the Ancestral Vision over the Living End there, because if they have Surgical Extraction, which is unlikely, but if they do have the Surgical Extraction, then I'd rather them Surgical the Ancestral Vision, which they probably won't do. What are we even playing against here? I don't understand what's going on. Okay, Temple Garden. Come on. Okay, so I'm guessing they just drew that for the turn. I still have no idea what's going on. This could be like a Vanifar deck, maybe. I doubt it, but it could be. I don't think there's any reason for us to get a Water Grave, so let's get a Steam Vents tapped. Okay, I'm going to cast the Living End straight away because there is a realistic possibility... Oh, wait a minute. That they could have a way of dealing with this. I just want to make sure we can get some creatures on the battlefield. Right, so you can have... that, then that, then that. Okay, that seems fine. Okay, so finally things might be going pretty well. We only got 6 power on the field, but the key thing is we've got something on the field, and we have backup Living End and Ancestral Vision as well. And next time we can put Curator on the field as well. Yeah, so it is a Prime Speaker deck, so we have to Living End again next turn. Okay, so we can Faithless Looting first. And get rid of Curator and... Steam Vents, I guess? Oh, no, I shouldn't have got rid of Steam Vents. I could have shocked myself and then Faithless Looting again. Oopsie. Let's go ahead and attack. I guess we should still opt because we could find a cycler off the top. So let's opt. Yeah, put that on top. Cycle that. And that's unfortunate. I would have liked to have cycled that as well, but never mind. Right, so cast with As Foretold. And not quite as good because they get the Birds of Paradise back, but we get much better creatures that I've got flying. So there is at least that. Okay. Okay, so the other Birds of Paradise we know about. I think there's a Scavenging Ooze on top of their library now, so it'd be really handy if they could just... like... have another one? Can't catch a break! Why does our opponents always have everything at the minute? Okay, and we have no interaction with that now. I think we're just dead. So we get to scry. We'll put that to the bottom. That's the bottom. Draw a card. It's a land. No. Okay, go and attack. But we're just dead. We're absolutely dead. This is why you need to have interaction in your deck, not just cyclers. This is why Living has Beast Within and things like that. Because you need to have interaction. But like we're dead. Like, there's no coming back from it. We can't win. Put it to the bottom. Put it to the bottom. Draw a card. Another land. Oh no, I should have cast Ancestral Vision. Never mind. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. We have no interaction, so we can't win. Yeah. Let's have a look. So yeah, like there is literally no interaction. I guess we have like Electro Dominance, but that's it. Yeah. No, don't replace the ops with quickens. Replace the ops with removal. And stuff that, like, actually interacts with our opponent. Like, even a remand would have been fine there. You know, I'm just going to concede the game and, like, go to the next game. And, right, so we need to actually bring stuff in here. So, Anger of the Gods is fine because you can wipe the board. We don't want negates. We don't want surgicals. Lightning bolts are okay. No, they're not. Mages are bad. Yeah. Actually, bolts might be okay. We're going to get rid of these ops. These ops have been really underwhelming. Like, really not worked out great. Kind of need Urabras. Can get rid of an Architects. And... whatever, get rid of one of them. That'll do. Yeah, unfortunately, like this has been a great example of why you have like interaction in your main, but also why normal living end is just better, to be honest. Because there's so many times there we cycle better, and it's just more it's more fluent or fluid, should I say, and you don't need 2 cards, and you put 4-minute mages main board. Right, we'll try another time though. If we ever get out of this sideboard. Let's have a look what's going on in the world. Oh dear, that's not good news. Jesus, 10 people die here as well in fire. Good God. So many people dying in fire. What is going on? We back in the game yet? No? Okay, our opponent's taking their time. I wonder why this keeps happening. I have to do this again. Right. Make sure our screen's fine. There we go. Right. So we would like to play first. And... okay. Right. So now we need to find the other half. We can never get the 2, can we? We always have to have one or the other. We never get a choice. Doing? I have no idea what my girlfriend's doing. Right, so we're gonna just shock ourselves first. What are you doing? Oh, what? Sorry, she's like cutting paper circles out of paper. Or cutting circles out of paper, I have no idea. This is a weird girl. Oh, sorry, I'll get rid of this. Yeah, we don't want that depressing news anymore. Okay. Okay, as foretold again. Okay. Okay. So let's just go ahead and end step wheel Ancestral Vision. Unfortunately, we don't have the red mana to bolt the... like, if we had an extra mana, we could have taken out the Noble Hierarch as well. Oh, they're not doing anything. Ooh, it's a good one, yeah? Okay, take a damage. Absolute deal. I mean, visions are fine. You don't need too much interaction. You need to get a nice balance. Right, we'll target this, not that it matters. And we will cast an Ancestral Vision. I will choose me. Me sounds good. Me, sir. Another Ancestral Vision. Well, we get to as foretold with that, I guess. So let's go ahead and Steam Vents again. As foretold. 6 extra cards we've drawn. Sweet. There's an Electro Dominance. We need a living end. Okay, well, we're going to go to end step so we can discard naturally So we'll get rid of the Archfiend that costs the most mana to cycle. In normal, you won't know this because I haven't actually uploaded the video yet, but I did a video this morning with someone playing Mono Red Living End where I was reviewing their gameplay, and I did say on there as well that you shouldn't, in this version of the deck, you probably shouldn't have Fulminator Mages in the main. They should be in the sideboard because you need to find 2 cards, which makes a big difference. In normal Living End, you cycle turns 1 and 2, and then turn 3 you're looking to either cycle a lot more, like get 2 or 3 more creatures into your graveyard, or you're looking to Cascade or Fulminator Mage. And then on turn 4, if you did cycle or put Fulminator Mage out, you're then looking to Cascade on turn 4. In this version of the deck, if you tap out for turn 3 to play a Fulminator Mage, there's a very real chance that you don't have both As Foretold and a Living End in your hand. So you're kind of wasting a turn, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Right, so I'm going to cycle Street Oath here. Normally I say don't cycle Street Oath on end step if there is no payoff. However, this time there is a payoff, because if we cycle into a Living End, that's absolutely bullshit. Sorry, I'm absolutely bullshitting you there. We don't get to cast Living End because this says we can't. With this one, we have to follow timing restrictions. So yeah, in this version of Living End, if you turn 3 Fulminator Mage and you don't have the... We actually had it as well. That's pretty sweet. Right, so... Let's go ahead and... do this. Let's cycle this guy. Yeah, if you turn 3 Fulminator Mage and you don't have the combo to follow up, then you've just wasted your 3rd turn taking out a land. It's Faithless Looting. I'm actually gonna... No, I won't Faithless Looting with the As Foretold, because if we draw a second Living End, I'll Living End right now. I'm worried about the blue mana there, to be honest. Yeah, if you have Fulminator Mage turn 3, then turn 4 you need both Living End and a payoff card to actually cast it, and there's a very good chance you won't have both of those things, and you just wasted your 3rd turn putting a Fulminator Mage out. Whereas in normal Living End, turn 3 Fulminator Mage followed by a Cascade spell is actually legit. So then, like, in this version, if you don't have a turn 4, you're going into turn 5 and 6 before you're Living End, which is just too late. Having said that, that's probably what we're going to have to do here. Breathe! Okay. So we've got a stacked graveyard. Please, please, please tell me you're casting Collected Company. Yes, sir! And Electro Dominance, Living End. Why can't we cast this?
Because the internet's gone.
What? Why is the internet gone? Oh no. I can't cast Living End for some reason. Why? Am I missing something here?
It's not bad.
Okay, I'll just try and log back in, I guess. I don't understand. Like, our internet's fine. You what?
There's no internet.
My internet's working, it's fine.
I didn't.
Yeah, my internet's working fine. Okay. We'll just log out and log back in, I guess. Yeah, I played against that Jack. It's really weird. It's really weird and actually quite good. And I played against it when I was playing an As Foretold deck, where I'm discarding loads of cards, and they got Liliana's Caress out. That felt really bad. Oh, my voice is starting to go a little bit. I think I've been speaking too loud for too long. your internet working yet? Yeah, mine's working fine. Oh wait, did I just need to press OK? Is that what it was? This hasn't resolved. Now we can cast Living End because I didn't let this resolve, that's why. Oops. Okay, we just win. Sweet. At least we won a game. At least we got that far. Okay, so... I don't think we change anything. Yeah, we'll just go with that. That's fine. What are you having for dinner? You having chicken and bread? You don't want to have a roasted stuff with me?
I ain't got enough potatoes anyway.
Have we not?
There's hardly any potatoes in there.
Oh. Can you go grab some for me? I am number one. Thank you very much. We've got a game. We at least might be able to finish on a high, so this might have to be my last game because we have to go and get food. It's like 7 o'clock, and somebody's been looking after school children all day. Haven't they, poopers?
I need to put the washer on.
And you need to put the washer on, okay, because that'll be...
I was washing.
You brought your nan's in the washing up around here?
She can't do it, can she?
Of course she can.
She walked without a frame today. I about shit myself.
She what?
She walked without a frame.
Did she? Why?
So we went to the kitchen, you know, because the heating's broke. I was trying to show her how to put it on if it don't come on later. And she just left a frame at the fridge and walked along the countertop. Not literally on it, against it, if you get me.
Yeah. Holy crap. But no second red sauce. But you know what? I'll take it. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, shock yourself, sir. Birdies. Okay. Okay, let's play this past you. Things might be working out for once. Things are working out. Things are working out. Things are working out. Things... Things are working out. Things are working out. Stevens, yes. And cycle this guy. And... Okay, so... I'm not going to actually do anything for now. Because all we're getting back is one curator. My opponent's still got, well, 5 cards after drawing a card for the turn. What is this? Oh, please be a Prime Speaker of Anafar. Please, please, please. Wait, this... They have to pay the blue mana to sacrifice it. Oh, what if they have a land, though? Oh, no, 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 no. This is where things go wrong. I have to make decisions. I have to make decisions. Oh, I don't think we can let this resolve, because if they have a land in hand, then we're in trouble. So I think we have to do something now. Okay, we'll just have to get back the 2 things. Yeah, if they have a land in hand, then we can't let this resolve because they'll counter the Living End. If they don't have a land in hand, then we were worried about nothing and we get a much worse living end. But I'd rather that than the living end get countered and all of a sudden we're in trouble. And it looks like they didn't have it anyway, so okay, fine, whatever. Right, so go ahead and attack. That's 7 a turn. And our opponent's got 1 land. So I'm gonna... gonna cycle the Strike Riverwinder now. See what we find. We get to Scry as well, so that's really good. And... okay, I'll put that on top. We'll draw that. Wow, this thing's really good. This card is really, really good. I wonder if we could put this into a Bring to Light Living End deck. Although Bring to Light is 5 mana. Right, so... let's go ahead and... yeah, let's cycle this. Okay, I'll cycle. I don't usually like doing this main phase, but I kind of don't want any more lands. Okay, whatever. Play this, pass to them. I'm looking to get something like an As Foretold. So I've been saying for a while now, Prime Speaker Vannifar decks are not good. They're not good because you're all in on 1 card. And the rest of your cards just aren't great. Like they're like value creatures, but they're not that good. You may as well play Counter's Company if you're going to play a deck that wants to combo as quickly as that. But Prime Speaker Vannifar is not good. It's 4 mana, do nothing for an entire turn, unless you can somehow give it haste. Anyway, right, so let's talk about this deck then, because I have to go now. I think we were a bit unfortunate there. Like, Tron got an absurd draw twice. I can't remember the first game, but whatever. So let's talk about... oh, it was like a burn deck, wasn't it? Was it a burn deck? I can't remember. So we need to take out these ops. These ops didn't really do enough. To be honest, you get this kind of effect when you get a Curator down. Anyway, 4 mana for Curator of Mysteries is perfectly reasonable with what we're trying to do here. So I would probably get rid of these ops, and... Urabrask doesn't feel that good in this version of the deck because we don't have that many ways of discarding him. We only have the Faithless Looting. So unless we're going to bring in more ways that allow us to discard the Urabrask, it's probably not worth it. Yeah. Jack, I really want to build an Urabrask Commander deck now. Why do I want to do that? Just to give all my creatures haste? That can't be good. Anyway, I'm fine with this cycling package here. I'd probably like to trim some amount of cyclists. It felt like there was too many. It would probably be a couple of Architects of Will, probably even all 3 actually, and bring in more removal like Lightning Bolts. Take the ops out, bring in some counter magics, like some Cryptic Commands and stuff like that. You can't just play a Living End deck with no interaction whatsoever main board. Normal Living End doesn't have that much interaction, but it has some. It has like Beast Within, it has Fulminator Mages, it has stuff. And then after sideboarding, it gets a ridiculous amount more. Like you get access to your Ingot Chewers, Shriekmaws, Anger of the Gods, Dead Gons, Ricochet Traps, loads of stuff. So that's where this deck needs to go, or this version of it here. The ops need to go out. I'm fine with the 2 Ancestral Visions, 4 Living Ends. That's fine. Whatever. Okay. So trim the 3 ops, trim the 3 Architects of Will, maybe the Urabrask as well. Bring in Lightning Bolts, counter magic, and that's pretty much it. Urabrask is only really good if you need to end the game extremely quickly because you have no interaction. Like, Mono Red Living End doesn't do that well. It has some Lightning Bolts, but that's it. A Living End, like, it kind of needs to win the game you cast Living End, or at least do a lot of damage before you continue. Sideboarding-wise, I made some mistakes here. This wasn't part of the deck list. Shatterstorm should have been Ingot Chewers. Absolutely no doubt about that whatsoever. That was my bad, not anybody else's. Magma Sprays, I don't know what the hell happened there. I don't know what this was meant to be. It should have been something else, I'm guessing. Tunegate sideboard is fine. Probably have some Remands in the main and some Cryptic Commands. Surgicals were fine. Fulminator Mages sideboard, fine. Yeah, make some adjustments, and then we'll come back and have another look at it. You saw in the last game that I think we were really, really unlucky against Tron in round 2. That was, like, absurd. Like, so for those of you just joining, we played against Tron. Tron on the playing game 1 and on the drawing game 2 had exactly on 6 cards, by the way, not on 7. So mulligan into Tron on turn 3, with a win condition, Wormcoil Engine in game 1 and Khan in game 2, and excess mana for a bit of graveyard hate in both games on turn 3. That was ridiculous. And in game 3, and the second game as well, on turn 3, in game 2 as well, after we countered their Khan, they still got the Tormod's Crypt down, and then they still had an Ugin as backup as well, which was absolutely ridiculous. And I don't. Normal Living End might be able to beat that, but this version can't. Unless you get a nut draw, this version can't. Yeah, but there you go. Right, I've got to go. I've got to go make food, have chicken, have dinner, and then I've got some stuff to upload from. I did a review of someone's gameplay, and they were playing Mono Red Living End very badly. I'm not going to lie, they were playing really bad. But what I was really happy about that is because people say that Living End is like not a skillful deck to play whatsoever because you just cycle and cast Living End. And I was really happy because this person who's playing it is a really, really good player, in my opinion. But they played Living End really badly. So, there you go. So I'll be uploading that tonight if you want to watch that. And that's it. So, see you later, guys. It's just annoying that now that the MTGO has kind of sorted itself out, now I have to go. Never mind. See you later.